Oh, no, it's me. Everyone can hear? I'm here. I'm talking. Can you hear me? A bit loud in there with the echoes. Let me know if you can hear me while I turn it. Hello? Right, one sec. I'm just going to sort the sound out. Okay, can you hear me now? Let me know when you think the levels are right. I'm just going to keep talking, and then you tell me if I'm talk. This is the level I'm going to assign a talk at. So let me know. How's this? Yeah? No. Much better. Now I can't hear the game. I'll give it a little bit more. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to turn down the game in my ear holes as well, actually. I'm also just going to double check the sound while I'm here. Oop. Give the game a little bit more volume. Okay, I can do that for you. How are we all doing tonight? Ready to make up for what was a disappointing Imola? Okay. Still good? I've boosted the game a little bit, but hopefully I should be talking over it. 5 a.m. tuner, wow. And here you are tuning into one of these streams. Okay, I'm going to continue the game. And see where we are. Anyone, what the hell was going on? What happened? I wonder if we can see what our results are. It's been a hot minute. Let's just remind ourselves where we are. So we are Alfa Romeo. We are fourth. We were much closer to Mercedes until the last round at Imola, where we had 2 crashes and a breakdown because we ran out of fuel with Zhou. So I don't think we're going to be short fueling Zhou in the next race. Let's just play it safe and get a handle on him. 2 p.m. Guadalajara, 10 past 9 in Denmark. It's 10 past 8 here. Okay. And then our drivers, Valtteri Bottas has just dropped behind Lewis Hamilton, but still in with a chance at fighting for that spot. Let's see if we can keep up with them. Let's see what our emails. Oh my goodness, so many emails. Zhou Guanyu has low morale, which will make him difficult. See that, and it was kind of out. Well, he did crash. To be fair, he did crash. That was on him. 20 to 1 in the morning in India, 3 p.m. in Philly. I think the person in Philly there has got the best time. A short ways to possibly help with Zhou Guanyu, who I think I accidentally called Guanyu Zhou earlier. Keep them paired with me as their racer engineer. Yes, I will, Jorn. I will. Upgrading facilities, improve morale, offering them a high salary and large starting bonus if you negotiate. Cool. Okay, well, we'll have a look at that in a sec. The current aerodynamic testing restrictions period will be ending in 1 week. I have attached a report on how many aerodynamic testing hours we'll have left for the CFD simulation and wind tunnel. Great. We'll keep an eye on that. We've still got no ability. I don't think we've researched anything yet. We're still in the middle of developing our... How long have we got? We've got 17 days left until the underfloor is done, and 11 days left until our front wing is done, and we can finally slot it on. What's our calendar like? Let's open the calendar. So 11 days brings us to... here? 8, 9, 10, 11. Here. But maybe here. Maybe that's what that icon means. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, right. Blah, 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 blah. Alex Chan has low morale. Now, Alex Chan is Bottas's race engineer. We have one bad weekend and everybody's down in the dumps. Chat, I hope you're not in low morale because we're going to need you to boost these guys up. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah. Okay. We're still exceeding expectations, though. Actually, I'm just going to take a little look at the standings again, because I think Ferrari are absolutely smashing this. I think they've had... Yeah, they've won every single race. I think Carlos Sainz has also won 3 of them. So yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, because 4 races into the actual season, Ferrari were looking pretty good like this too, and we know what's happened since. Right, let's crank up the volume. How are we doing? 220 people watching. That's enough people to... Oh my god, low stock. Right, okay, cool. So basically, are these the same chassis? Okay, so the chassis on both drivers we're running low on. If we smash the car up, looking at Yujo, we're going to be a bit stuffed. So, okay, so we're going to try manufacturing a part. We're going to chassis. Click on this thing. Normal approach. We're going to make 2 of these bad boys, because we're going to give 1 to each, or we're going to have 1 on standby for each driver. Oh, thanks. Arua? I don't know how to pronounce an A with a tilde over the top, but thank you. Yes, like the video if you like the video. Seems simple enough. I don't know if it helps me, but here we are. Confirm. Start project. Do you want to start this project? Yes, so 16 days we'll have that chassis. Let's try not to trash the car before then. Yeah. Only 150 grand. Great. So manufacturers, we've got things on the go. Do we need anything else? How many front wings we got? We got 2 front wings. No, we got 4 front wings. We've got 2 in the warehouse. We've got 2 spare. We've got 2 on the cars. I think we smashed 2 of them last week. We might need to think about making more of those soon. Rear wings, got loads. Side pods, we've got 4. Let's not try and not crash those. We might need to think about that. How many? I don't know how many slots we've got left for. Oh, we got new suspension. Let's make a couple of those, though, boys. Let's make 4. Why not? No, let's make 2, and then we can have a look at designing some new ones in the future. Tuner asks, can you choose which teams you play as, or do you have to unlock some teams? No, you can jump right in with any team you like. I think essentially, if you want to go in, I don't want to say easy, but if you go in with if you're going with a higher team like the Ferrari or the Red Bull, it will have an easier time, but you will have higher expectations from the board. They will want you to win the championship. They will want you to win lots of races and score lots of points. Hey, front wings ready, guys. Let's build a couple. Oh shit! Oh no, wait, no, that's the front wing we wanted. Right. The board still has high confidence. Can't be bothered to look at finances. Great. Oh, actually, you might not think about new testing. Yeah, okay, so this means that when we design new car parks, which we'll be able to do eventually. In fact, we will be able to do now because the front wings are ready. Let's go to... Actually, let's go... hang on. I'm not braking. I'm fine. Where's the... car park development? Current projects. We're building suspension. We're building chassis. We're designing an underfloor. We're going to need to manufacture those front wings. So let's do that. We can't because we're using all our manufacture. Fine. We've got new front wings. We can't use them because I forgot I was doing front wings, and therefore we're building old front wings because we are clowns. So let's go to Miami. In fact, before we go to Miami, if we just go to the cars. Yeah, if we go to the build cars, it just show you what we need for Miami, just to give us a little bit of a heads up. Acceleration and low speed, we kind of need, and high speed is a priority, apparently. Crucial for a circuit. So, yeah, race preparation, performance targets. This is where you guys come in. I'm going to have to ask you for some opinions. Don't forget you're in control of this. We're going to try not to Ferrari this one up. So here are the ones we can't control. We don't lose anything if we get these three green targets, but we could stand to gain a lot. So incentive number 1, reach Q3 with both drivers. If we do that, we get $230,000. So let's try and remind me to focus on that. If we get the fastest lap, don't think we're there yet, we'll get £173,000. And if we continue our qualifying streak, so basically we need, if we get one driver 12th or above in Miami, that will be our 4th time in a row on that streak, and we will succeed that streak. So basically, if we get this one, we'll get this one anyway. So that's almost $1 million. And we're still on our way for getting one car in the top 10 every single race. We've got to do 5 in a row. We've done 2 in a row. Just last race was problematic. Okay, let's set up some qualifying targets. Qualifying position. Let's actually, before we do that, let's do reach Q2 first. And I'm going to ask, how many drivers are we going to say are going to get into Q2? Don't forget, if we lose, how many, I can't type, I've typed how wrong twice. I'm going to give you a poll, don't worry. One or 2? I think 2. We haven't not got to Q2 yet, but I'm going to give you this chance to look at this poll. And if we strike up to 2, we get double the reward, double the risk. If we don't get it, we'll lose 36 grand. If we do get them both into Q2, we'll get 144 grand. Okay, 100 will serve you. Oh, just 87%. I'm gonna call that. You've said 2. Qualifying position. Now let's see here. We've already got reach Q3 with 2 drivers. So let's say we're going to get one driver 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th. That's what I'm going to do. One driver will qualify 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. There we go. Little poll for you. And you can think about that. I'm just going to show you the rewards we could get for that. 162 is the best we could get for 5th. Oop, we don't want to go 4th. So we drop about 9 grand for every position we go down. So not a massive bonus for going too high. So if you want to like steady that, I'll understand. Most of you going for 7. I'm going to give that a couple more seconds. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be overcome, is it? Okay, so you're saying 7th. One driver's going to get 7th or above for a cool 144 grand. That says 7th, right? Confirm. Great. Now the finishing position. And we're going to do this for... What are we going to say? One driver again. I'm going to be a little bit less optimistic, and I'm going to say 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th. One driver finishes 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. You can't make your own teams in the game, Invader. Oh, I forgot to press ask. Sorry, there's your poll. No, you have to stick with the teams you got. Again, it's worth about 10 grand for every position up you go. 7's looking good again. I'm going to give that just a little bit more time. Let's get over 100 votes on this. 180. Oh, 8's creeping up. I'm going to give 8 a chance if anyone wants to drop it down. Okay, I'm going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7th it is. Right. Good work, everyone. We can't add any more things, so people need to try and remember this. I will try and look it up. So we want 2 cars into Q3. We want 1 car 7th or higher in qualifying, and we want both cars into Q2, which, yeah. We're looking for the fastest lap, but who isn't? And we want 1 car finishing higher than 7th. I think that's fine. I don't think we've got any new parts for the cars to add on just yet. So I think we're fine. Let's go to Miami. Here we go.
We're in the state of year-round summer. It's the Miami Grand Prix, and we're here in Florida.
Oh, I wonder if they'll show the fake.
International Autodrome. The streets of Miami Gardens will come alive with the roar of racing.
So the front wings, no, we haven't got new front wings. We've designed new front wings. We haven't built new front wings yet. And we can't build new front wings because we're too busy building old front wings because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Okay. So basically, as we've been doing before, I'm going to simulate at least the first 2 practice sessions and probably the last practice session as well because practice isn't that exciting. But we're going to have a little fiddle with the setup once we get out there. So let's just do the first. Let's just simulate the first session and see where we are. Hello, new people arriving. We've just arrived at Miami and we're doing free practice 1. Looking all right so far. Solidly in the top 10. Only halfway confident with the setup, but they feel like they know the parts. They're just getting to know the track. Let's see where we are with setup. Oversteer is still bad. Straight still bad. I mean, that's not great considering we want top speed and low speed. Not much I can fiddle with here. They're still within the optimum range. Ooh. At one point, we're going to need to send old Kubica out in FP1. Just see what he can do. Again, Joe. Okay, Joe we can fiddle with a little bit. Let's see, traction. Let's. Okay, let's just fiddle in with that. See how he likes that. Qualifying will be on rain. I can't do Kubica now because it's FP2 coming up. Yeah, I'm not sure I've set up save a few sim sessions, but I guess we'll see. I don't think I did tease the idea of letting Kubica come back in Canada, but maybe I will. So I can put Kubica in FP1. In fact, I could put him in. I could pretend that Joe was my FP1 driver and then just switch to Kubica for the rest of the weekend, but I won't because Joe is currently in low morale, so I really need to give him a good showing. 10th won't help that much. But actually, he's getting well acclimatized to the track and building some setup confidence. So let's have a look at where we are.
Our race weekend continues as we head into FP3 and then qualifying.
Lovely. Thank you, Crofty. What's the weather looking like? Okay. Okay, bit of rain coming. Bit of rain coming up. Don't even know if I want to fiddle with this too much. I'm going to wang you slightly. There we go. Don't know if that saves. Okay, he's feeling a bit better though, isn't he? He's feeling a little bit... Oh, it's the wrong way. I'm going to bring him slightly in on that. Let's do some longer runs. Not sure what it's going to do for us, but let's do it anyway. Prepare us for the race. Pole for Kubica. Be wary of reacting to wet weather predictions, trying to be clever. I'll simulate that, see where we are. Okay, so you guys have experiences of trying to outguess the weather and struggling. Here we go. If we're going to have a wet qualifying, then I think we're going to be all right. But we are a little bit further behind the Mercedes than we tend to be. We sort of tend to be more mixed up with them, but we'll see. Great. Joe's still not happy with the setup, though. Nonetheless, here we are. It's interesting, less ring gives you more oversteer. I'm gonna fiddle with. I'm just fiddling for the sake of fiddling now, aren't I? I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him. Okay, qualifying for real. Here we go. I thought about this between sessions. I thought about not pausing at any point. But we'll see, because I might have to ask you questions. So I'm just going to look at... Okay, so we're not expecting rain. We're having a dry session for the rest of qualifying. Yeah, nice soft tyres. Once again, going to just try and stick to one set of softs. And what are we expecting from... Bizarrely, it's going to get... Oh, that's track temperature, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we're going. If there's any rain, it's going to appear after this hump. So let's get out there. Just checking everybody's on. Everybody's on the right tyres. We can watch Bottas leave. Oh, thanks, WLGT TV, Channel 10 New York. Moved. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Just going to stick Joe onto these tyres. We'll give him a little bit of space to Bottas and then send him out as well. And as usual, especially in Q1, we'll just speed up this first run a little bit. Watch them go round. And let's get those sectors up. Here's Bottas. Here's Joe. No traffic. Again, running in automatic mode because we wouldn't do anything that they would do. Tyres getting a little warm. Interesting. After one run. That's something we've got to be aware of during the race. Oh, no, I don't take manual control just yet. How are your tyres doing? Yeah, they're hot, aren't they? Interesting. Yeah, so, yeah, John, I know that was rain percentage. I corrected myself after that. Will we see a safety car in Miami? Maybe. All right, let's run this forward a little bit and see where we end up after the first runs. Again, it's not raining yet. Percentage is just about a third. We're actually doing okay. There's a lot of people yet to run. What's up with Bottas's powertrain? It's just really used. And I didn't think about replacing it with a new engine. Joe's got a slightly new engine. Okay, we're fourth and fifth at the moment. That's pretty good. I'm just going to put that to normal speed for a sec. And I'm going to ask you in a poll. Second runs. Should we go out and do a second run, or should we just keep it safe, stay in the garage, and wait till Q2? That's the poll. Save the engine. Do need to have a little look at Bottas's engine actually, because we could fit in with a new engine for this. We could start fitting in with a new engine for the race, but I think automatically it does use the more knackered engines in practice. Have you tried doing quali outlaps on full push tyres to get them to warm up? We didn't do that, but actually the last round in Imola we tried doing a couple of 2 warm-up laps, with the second warm-up lap pushing a little bit harder to get the tyres up to temperature. Okay, everybody's saying yes. Everyone's saying no to second runs. No to second runs it is. Let's just let this play out. Actually, just at the 4-minute mark, I'm just going to take a little check. Yeah, we're not expecting the track grip to go up, are we? So, no, let's run this to the end. Again, onto the more meaty Q2. Don't forget, we've got to get both these cars into Q3 to get one of our perks. Tow is a thing, and tow is actually pretty important. Look at us all confident sitting in the garage while everyone else goes out. I mean, we are 7th and 8th, so we... Oh, no, yeah, it's 16th is the barrier. There we go. Yeah, tow is a thing here, and it's especially important in the race to save fuel, as we found a lot of times when we've been saving quite a lot of fuel when we're stuck in traffic, and then as soon as we get into some clean air, we start rinsing through fuel. Something we need to bear in mind in the race. Show. What engine are we using? Minor damage to Bottas's engine. Okay, yeah. Okay, so... Okay, well, yeah, okay. Maybe we've tied one of Bottas's hands behind his back, but... he can handle it.
And radio check, Valtteri?
The meta goal of this game, Tuna, is... Well, we've got some... I can't remember what they are. We've got... Hang on, I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, fresh softs. Oh, cancel. Fresh softs, yeah. We'll just send Joe out straight away. We'll have a little look. In fact, we're going to send them both out straight away because it's going to rain. It's going to rain. Take me back to... Let's just get them out there. Okay, meta goal, you were asking. So, when you're signed up to run this team, the board set expectations for you about where they want you to finish. Overall, I can't remember where it was, what the actual meta goal is, and I can't look it up right now, but we'll remember to check in on that between races. In the meantime, let's go at 8 times speed and we can watch in fact, no, let's just make sure we're not in traffic. Okay, Bottas is behind Norris, but I don't think he's close enough to cause problems. Zhou apparently is overtaking Alonso, but sure. Let's have a look at sector times. I guess we're the first out, so it's not that big a deal. And actually, let's have a look. Ooh. I suppose we can't see how well the tyres are doing at this point. Okay, bring them in. That might be our only run. So let's hope it was a good one. Because rain is coming. Do the drivers make mistakes like locked up from heating the tyres? They do, yes. Right, let's just crank this up a little bit. Looks like rain's coming down. Yep. Yep. You're already supposed to be in. You're already supposed to be coming back to the pits.
Go pit lane.
Copy, Joe.
Yep, that is a wet Miami. We're not going out again, are we? This could be trouble for people who haven't been out yet. Well, if you meet your targets, you don't get fired. That's the first thing. And then you get to keep going. You get to set new targets for the next season. But again, we're in our first season here, so let's... Right. What are people doing at the moment? We're going to 1-2 a session, guys. We're going to 1-2 a session. And look who's on the bubble. Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez. Did not read the weather the way that we did. That's it. I think we're just gonna. No one's coming out because they know it's pointless. There we go. Shock knockouts. Oh, did Charles Leclerc manage to squeak his way in? Fair enough. Okay, everybody. Now it's time for Q3. We've met some of our targets. Was there anything we need to look at before we start?
Radio check.
Quick check of the weather, and we're back to dry. Miraculously, in the 5 minutes between sessions, it's all dried up. So we're back to soft tyres. Soft tyres all round. Normal qualifying conditions apply. Let's send Joe out.
So no rain.
Copy.
Thank you, Johan. Thank you. And let's just have a little look. So just in case you haven't played this, weren't watching last time, this hump on the graph is the expected level of traffic during the session. So we're going to have this kind of a staggered, all the cars coming out for a first run, and then everybody trying to get last out on the track at the end. That's what's sort of expected. The orange line is track grip, which isn't really changing very much over this session. And for Joe, who's already been sent out, this is his out lap. This bright blue area is a hot lap, and this is his in lap. Let's send out Bottas as well. Oh God! Nearly knocks my drink over. If you've ever spoken to my friend Abhinav, you know full well how bad I am with drinks. Let's get this. Well, we don't need sector times right now, do we? Because we're going to be the first out. I do want to look at, and I don't look at tyre temperatures because they were complaining, weren't they? Okay, we're getting a little bit hot still, aren't we? We're getting a little bit hot. Bottas is on the other side. Oh no, still on this side. Okay, so tyre temps are going to get a little bit hot. We're probably not going to run softs in the race, I guess, but we'll see how that goes. Something to keep an eye on during the race. Thanks to everyone who's joined. I think we're up to 650 now. Lovely.
I think that was a crash.
Hello.
Have a look. Now let's look at this. The focus on Sonoda. They've lost control.
Oh my God.
Crash.
Classic. Oh, I hope Leclerc slow down for that.
They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
That's it. Hit the computer. That'll bring Sonoda back to life. No yellow flags though. I think we're all, unless the yellow flag period is over while we watch the replay. Okay, let's just go down to normal speed. I'm going to try not to completely pause it at any point just to give us a sense of peril. But second runs. I'm thinking we send Bottas out in this empty slot and we send Joe out with the pack to get the last possible sliver of grip from the track. That's my thinking. Send Joe now. Send Joe on fresh start. You're up for sending Joe now, eh? Okay, well he's not in the pits yet. But let's go look at him. Where the hell is he? Oh, we got to reconfigure him. He's in the pit. Sorry, I don't know how to read things. What's the best tyre we've got? 88. They're all about the same. I like the look of this one. Oh, I paused. I didn't mean to pause. I said I wouldn't pause. Okay, you're right. Let's send Joe out now then. And when Bottas comes back in, 88, 88, 88. Again, I like that tyre. We'll send him out with about 2 minutes to go. So let's look at Zhou first. New mediums might be faster than worn softs. I don't think so. I don't think so, Canadian Caribou. Okay, here Zhou goes. Let's see what he's up to. I'm going to keep my eye on the time, though, because we're going to have to send Bottas out at some point. All right, PB in the first sector. Here they all go. PB in the second sector. And up to third. Okay, here we go. Bottas got himself a nice little space behind Gasly. Don't catch up to him, Bottas. Keep your stuff together. I really hope his tyres are going to be okay. And here we go. Bottas, here we go. Personal best. Yellow's in sector 1. Still complaining about tyres getting warm. Here he comes now. Stays where he is. Zhou has out-qualified Bottas. Pipped by Hamilton, though. Hamilton is our kind of Bottasian rival. Bottas doing the best of everybody in... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. He was the fastest in Q2.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
We saw a good effort from Alfa Romeo during qualifying.
Okay, guys.
Looking to improve
Yeah, Tsunoda didn't score a thing, and it kind of read that as fastest, didn't it? Because it was 0.
Mercedes in qualifying, and they'll have
Okay. As per usual, you guys are sorting the strategy out. I'm going to read you out the standard strategies and maybe we can adjust them. Strategy A looks like this. We go pretty long on the mediums and then run the rest on hards. Strategy B, we run about half the race on hards and then do 2 short, fast stints on the mediums. This line is the tyre degradation line, so we're going to have plenty of life left in them so we can push like hell on these. But don't forget, we seem to be, at least on the soft tyres, overheating a little bit. Strategy C, the rainbow strategy. We start on mediums, run a much shorter stint in which we can push pretty hard. We run a fairly lengthy hard stint in the middle, and then run a sprint at the end on softs. Time for the poll. Bot strat. A, B, or C. Vote now. Oops. Yes, if I click edit, you can adjust tyre aggression, but I can do that live in the race. This is just your sort of base level thing. And we have found that we can push the tyres harder than the game thinks we can. This is a good car for pushing on tyres, and our drivers are pretty tyre whispery, if not as fuel whispery as we thought. If you want to, estimated race times 1:28.04, 1:28.21, slightly longer, 1:28.21. So strategy A is the fastest strategy, but it really depends what we do with it. Soft, medium, medium. The softs are not good. The softs are a real struggle. So I wouldn't use the softs until the end when we're light anyway. Let's not start on the softs. Some people are saying start on softs. Let's not start on softs. Again, I don't think... So people are saying 2 mediums and a soft. The mediums don't have that much lifespan in them. In fact, I'm going to show you. Let's go down to mediums. So what we need to do is then bring this medium up to go about there. This medium, let's go about there. Oh no, because we need to do a soft at the end, don't we? See, yeah. See, we're going to be right on the bubble there. We're going to have no play at all. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't like it. I know my thumbnail says it's episode 2. I know. Okay, everybody's going for A. Well, not everybody's going for A. The majority are going for A. So Bottas is going for strategy A. We can fiddle with this during the race as well. We'll change the pace target on the fly because that's something we can play with during the race. We don't need to change it here. So what we're creating here is we're sort of creating a strategy model. It doesn't really affect anything other than our starting tyre. It's just going to map out how we play and tell us when our pit windows are. Did I? Yeah, I did that. So we're going to save again for Joe. Joe strat A, B, C. I'm not doing a soft medium. We don't even have that many soft tyres left. At least good soft tyres. And we do, even though we haven't had that many safety cars, we do need to consider them. They could happen. We saw what happened to Tsunoda in qualifying. Medium, soft. I'm not keen on medium, soft. But if you want to start on the mediums, if you want to go for a strategy C that we can convert to a medium, soft, if we think the first stint's going well, then we can do that. But everyone's is a strong consensus towards B. You've made the poll look a little bit like a penis, so let's end that there. Strategy B for Joe. Are we expecting any rain? No rain expected, so a nice sunny Miami day. Okay, everybody's... Okay, you're just shouting strategies, so I'm going to start the race, and from here you're going to have to tell me what to do.
Drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies.
I'm going to skip this. If we're going to try and get 2 races in, I'm not going to... Here we go. Actually, I need to... I forgot to do a thing, so I'm going to have to pause it immediately.
It's the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights
Stop.
out, and away we go.
Lights down. All right, I'm just going to... I forgot to turn all these up before we started. Hooray! Okay, we're going to need to change these in a minute. Off we go! These are us.
Push. Copy.
Not the best start, I'm going to say. Don't hurt each other, guys. Okay, we are still 4th and 5th. I don't want Bottas to get too feisty here. I'm not going to tell him to hold back, but I am... I mean, he is on the medium tyre, I guess, so we do kind of want him ahead of Joe at some point. But let's wait to see how this all unfolds. Joe, let's deploy. As we go down this back straight, sort of a straight, and attack Hamilton. He's not going to do it though, is he? Let's go to neutral for the moment. We'll just start deploying in a second when we get to this straight here, and then I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I keep talking to you over here, but actually you're right here. And then once we get past lap 1, yeah, then we're going to crack on and turn it up to at least 2 times speed. Deploy! Make it so. Not really making any headway just yet. Look how bumpy and wavy this track is. Really is a car park, isn't it? Bottas falling behind. Let's get these back to normal. And start cranking it up. Here we go. Right, now I need to think about the long game. At some point, I feel like I want to let Bottas go, but Zhou, who we're going to focus on, is having a little fight with old Hamilton. So we're going to... So how his tyres are doing. Getting a little... Right, let's bring him down to, like, aggressive and stop pushing like hell. You're going to need to shout at me if you see fuel. Here we go. Not quite. shout at me if you see the fuel starting to like look hellish. We don't want that problem again. And I've got a little a word on that as well. We can play with the fuel a bit more in the first half of the race. The second half of the race, we need to be more careful because we won't have as many laps left to make up any fuel deficits that we may incur by pushing hard. Right, I'm going to keep an eye on Joe because he's right up behind Hamilton now. We've got the DRS. We should be able to deploy ERS down this straight, see what he can do. It's just not as easy to overtake here as it was in... Here we go. And we've done it. And we've done it. Of course, we're going to be in DRS range the next time round, but let's get Bottas on the case to threaten Hamilton from behind. Here he comes. Here he comes. Not this time. Okay, Joe's fuel is... We're still pushing hard on the engine, which means more fuel usage, but... And Joe is now in clean air, so it's going to be harder for him to maintain that, but we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, the fuel delta just shows how much you have left if the current conditions stay the same during the race. Yes, that's right. That is what it means. But again, it's a harder thing to kind of come... Oh, hello. Hamilton's back all over Joe. We're going to have another back and forth here. We really need to stomp our authority all over this. So let's deploy, pull away from him. Deploy, like, hassle Hamilton from behind. Let's give him something to think about. Let's have a look at Bottas again. If we can get both cars ahead of Hamilton in the next lap or so, we'd be very happy. Fuel for Joe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll put him on medium for now. Good work, everybody. Right, I'm going to... He's pretty feisty down the back here. I'm going to deploy him down this other straight. I don't know which one you'd call the back straight and which one you'd call the... I guess this is not really a straight, but you know what I mean. It's kind of Jeddah-like. It's flat out. It's an overtaking spot. It may not be perfectly straight. Oh, God. Fuel for Bottas.
Copy. We need more left and coast.
Okay, I've accidentally deployed the hell out of Joe. Let's keep... Okay, we don't want to make him too vulnerable. We do want to, like, charge the battery up.
Charge on.
Yeah, copy.
Joe is out of DRS. Okay, back to Bottas. Let's deploy. Just try and keep him within... Keep Hamilton scared. Keep Hamilton looking back. Take his mind off Joe. Oh, Joe is getting pretty close though, isn't he? And deploy again. Well, let's go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Not this time. Alpha an absolute gem of a team. They are. See, now Hamilton's moving back towards Joe, so we're going to need to be a little bit careful. Let's have a look at how tyres are doing. Okay, not getting too hot at the moment. Fuel situation's fine. Hamilton is all over us. Let's look back from Joe. If you get Bottas ahead of Hamilton, use driver commands to hold him back. Well, you say that, but because Bottas is on the old medium tyres, I kind of want him ahead of Joe, to be honest. But he hasn't got the pace, really. Joe's killing it. But then Joe's got a much younger engine and Bottas has got a bit of a damaged engine. Therein lies some of the issues. Meanwhile, Verstappen and Leclerc are 3 seconds ahead of us. Not going to be troubling them at the moment, although we are currently holding the fastest lap. But we were deploying DRS like hell to do that. Okay, at which point do I tell Bottas? Okay, really worried about Hamilton. even more worried about Hamilton. Hamilton's ahead of us.
Mercedes moved up a
I
pace.
don't need to see that again, Crofty, but thank you. Let's get back ahead of him. Wonderful. Joe is killing Hamilton's tyres. Let's... oh, God, he's all over the back of him again there, isn't he? We really need Bottas to, like, kick in a little bit. I'm going to just Bottas push a little bit more, even though with his engine. Right, tyres. Here we go. Hamilton's doing a bit better on tyres than us at the moment, despite being in our wake this whole time. He's having another crack. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push Bottas's fuel a little bit, and we're gonna make it back later. I'm just gonna use him to hassle Hamilton. So I might get him down to about 2 laps under what we need, and then we'll figure that out later. Joe actually could stand to push a bit more. Oh my God, harvest your battery, Joe. Yeah, Joe is kind of working through his tyres a little bit more than Hamilton. So let's have a look at how we're doing. So normally we are a bit of a whispery tyre people. Bottas is pushing his tyres too hard. We need him to go further than he is. So he is underneath the ideal degradation or the predicted degradation line, his tyre will be a bit more knackered. It means he'll have to stop earlier. So going to have to drop him down to standard for a little bit as Hamilton takes back 3rd place. Now, what are we going to do about Joe? In fact, Joe is... Now we need to think about, do we let Bottas through? Joe has spare fuel. Joe deploy. Right. Having a little look. Did we forget to underfuel Joe? We're not underfueling Joe this time. Last time we underfueled Joe, he ran out of fuel. Spoilers for the previous episode if you haven't seen it. Joe having another crack at 3rd place, and he doesn't quite get it. Cost him a bit of time. What are we going to do about this?
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Yeah, Bottas is rinsing through his fuel, but he's not fighting Hamilton anymore, is he? I was kind of using him to keep Hamilton bay. What are we going to do about Joe? I mean, it's good to see him fighting with Hamilton in his first season, but yeah, ideally we want him ahead, but pushing through his tyres a little bit hard. So we're finding, even in qualifying and practice, we were finding it quite hard on the tyres here. In real life, it was a very slippery surface. Lots of unnecessary wear and quite tricky for grip levels. So it says track grip, track rubber very low. So if it gets rubbered in a bit, maybe we'll be able to play a little bit more. I'm trying to work out where Hamilton is making up time compared to us. He's pretty good on the straights. What I want is Bottas to be close enough to him so I can sort of start attacking him once it gets the back straight. Show the interval. Sorry about that. There we go. And in the meantime, has anyone stopped so far? No stops. Hamilton looking a little bit feisty. Trying to come around the outside. Show fuel is high. Yeah, you're right. We could stand to push him a little bit, couldn't we? We're going to need to conserve tyres. And I've got a feeling we're going to start to be... We're not too hot. How's our engine doing? Yeah. We're going to have to manage that engine. Someone remind me to manage the engine before we go to where we're going next, Spain. As we lose third place again, hopefully not forever. Lewis is making time up in that tight section before the back straight. So you think here? You think this is a key place for Hamilton? Or do you think this is a key place for Hamilton? No, yeah, you're right. I think it's here. I think it's sector 1. Hamilton's pretty fast. And we can probably... check that. Yep. He is much faster than us in Sector 1, but then slower than us in Sector 2. Of course, we did have DRS. And probably slower again in Sector 3. Let's double check. Yeah. So, it's this first sector we need to keep an eye on. Shows on the 2-stop. And we're back in the lead. So we're going to see this for a little bit. Now, if anything, we're keeping Lewis stressed out. We need to consider... Let's just look at tyres again. So Hamilton's probably running the same strategy as us, but he's going to be able to go longer. So we probably can... Well, we're probably going to be forced to undercut him. Whether we can make that worse or not is a different story. Yeah, we could... I mean, we could actually... We could go a little bit longer than this, but not very much longer than that. So we're looking at stopping on lap 27, ideally, with a bit of a window around it. Let's keep an eye on when these people start stopping. Who's on a similar tyre wear to us? Yeah, everyone who started on the hards is doing better on their tyre than we are, but we've been fighting. Thank you. Joe is using up his fuel. Bottas could stand to be using more fuel. Let's get him up in the fight. Once we get around to the back straight, let's see if we can get Bottas to hassle Hamilton a little bit. Softs don't perform well. Yeah. We're not going to try and switch to softs. I think softs are going to ruin us. Let's stay on the tried and trusted mediums. The tyre wear here is very high. Just through experience. Through what we've had so far in the weekend. Hamilton having another look around the outside. This is going to be another overtake. Easy done. We're going to have to take him back next lap. Conserve Bottas's tyres. How is he doing? He's doing okay.
He's moved up a place.
Yeah, we saw it. We were pushing him here. That pushed him down, but now he's kind of leveled out a bit with the graph. So I think we're doing okay. We just need to be a little careful. Could Bottas harvest a bit more and get to Hamilton? Yeah, he's not. Yeah, maybe let's try and do that. As Zhou takes the... Does he take third place? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Bottas is doing fine. What are you talking about? Bottas is having a lovely time. Let's check his fuel, though. Either need to push Bot now or conserve in DRS for the overcut. Yeah, Bottas is like right on the edge of... Hang on, where are we on the map? Okay, okay. So a little something about strategies. I'm just going to let them go at one. So the strategies you see generally are interchangeable in terms of what order you run them in. So, for example, this strategy that Zhou's on, you could run it by doing medium, hard, medium. And it'd be kind of as effective. Obviously, some tyres work better when the car's a bit lighter after it's used all its fuel up. So anyway, what I'm proposing to you is to switch Bottas to a 2-stop, pit him about now, get him on a hard middle stint, and then, you know, a fast medium stint at the end. That is what I'm going to suggest to you. Bottas... Hang on. Switch Bottas to, what is it? Medium, hard, medium. That's my poll. So, bear that in mind. We could change that strategy up. Should we have a look, actually, where he's going to fall? Let's go to... Yes, so Bottas, what we're going to say, about 21, 22 second pit window. He's going to come out here. So sort of behind Magnussen and then a whole train of cars. So not much we can do about that. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Latifi. Looks like he's done a bit of a Latifi.
someone's run wide.
Oh no, it's Russell.
Let's take a closer look. Now let's look at this. Here's George Russell. They're way off the racing line there. That isn't good.
Where is Russell at the moment?
That's going to be a big blow to the...
Down in 17th. Oh, hasn't recovered from qualifying at all. But then neither is Sainz. Perez is doing much better. So we're saying yes to Bottas. Switching to a 2-stop. Right, let's do it now. Let's just push.
Okay,
We'll
Valtteri,
deploy in a
close.
minute.
Yeah. Copy that.
While he's doing that, we're going to change his strategy here to... Oh, wrong button. Wang this one up here. Oh. And then we're going to add a new stint with mediums. Ooh. 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 Let's see how well he does on the hards, and if he doesn't think we're gonna get him to softs, then it's not a lot of laps. Yeah. No. We've only got a limited amount. No, we haven't. It's paused. Let's see. I'm not gonna do a poll. Soft. No soft. Okay, I tell you what. We'll do mediums as default, and then we can change to softs if we think we need to. I keep pressing the wrong button. I'm so sorry. Let's do that. And this is going to give us the ability to push. Let's go back here.
Take available.
And we're going to deploy. And then we're going to tell him to pit in. Pit options. Going on to the hards. Pit this lap. Here we go. Actually, estimated pits time 25 seconds. Okay, that should be fine. Big old push for Bottas. Let's switch to Bottas cam. Speed him up. Oh my god, he's got right up to the back of them.
It's a race position gained for a Mercedes.
I mean, you don't have to overtake Zhou. That's just going to confuse things. Okay, here we go. We're in the pits now. We'll see where we come out. So here we are. There's a bunch of cars that are just... There we go. We've got a nice little gap ahead of us before we get up to the McLarens. So that has dropped us out. Let's just do that for now. You can push. Let's have a look at that gap. And who are we fighting against tyre-wise? Lovely. There's a crash. There's a crash on the track. If that's a safety car.
Sounds like there's been a crash. Let's see what happened there. So this was the Aston Martin.
Stroll having a time of it. Oh, his wing failed.
And there we see the crash.
Okay, it's been cleared up. I have got safety cars turned on right. They're not a thing you can turn off, is it? As we watch Bottas making his way through the field. Meanwhile, Zhou, stuck in this battle forever. Heading towards our pit window. Well done, Bottas. Still doing okay. Still staying the course. We're staying the course. Hamilton loves going around that bit there once again. But nice to see Zhou having a bit of a battle.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Yeah, there is a bit of a disconnect. But oh, whoops! Bit of harvest. Forgot about that.
Charge. Yeah, copy. Last one.
All right.
Very good.
Overtaking to turn 1, which is rare for us. I don't think you can turn safety cars off, though. I've only seen 2 up to Azerbaijan. Yeah, no.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Okay, we've got to mount up to 2 times. We're not quite halfway through the race. Got a few laps before we get to the halfway point. Roberto says, I've got a safety car, a virtual safety car, and a red flag in his Austrian race. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Mercedes moved up a place.
Don't need to see that replay. While this is going back and forth, let's just check on Bottas. He's working his way up to the second McLaren. At least he's got something interesting to do now. How's his tyre wear doing? Fine, good, well. At least he can have a bit of fun now. And we're now in Zhou's pit window, so he started in the blue area. We're going to take him 1, 2, at least 3 more laps, but I might start to push him now. Okay, we don't need to check on Bottas too much. Hopefully he won't be in too much trouble. His tyres are so much better than Norris's right now. And there he goes. Okay, so we're pushing Zhou on fuel. We're pushing Zhou on his tyres. We're just going to try and eke out a little gap and then take a pit stop. Maybe now. Maybe we just push like hell. We enter the Zhou phase. The whatever the Zhou version of Hammer Time is. If you can think of a pun for that, you can write in the comments. Undercut Hamilton. Yeah, we got scope to undercut Hamilton. We can do it if we want. Where are we on the lap? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to look at? Here. 1, 2 more laps as Bottas makes his way past Norris.
Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
It's showtime. I like that. It's showtime. Oh, lovely little overtake.
And there they go, moving up a position in the pack. Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
That's us, guys. That's us. Absolutely loving it. All right, Hamilton's in the pits. It's not Hammer time then. We just got to push. We've just got to make this work. So we've got to respond, haven't we? We've got to respond. That's fine. We're going to pit right on schedule. Onto new mediums. We'll deploy down this back straight just to give us a bit of extra, a little bit of extra time in our pocket. That Williams did not bother us at all, and it gave us DRS. Everything we could have wanted. Let's get that back to neutral because I'll forget when he comes out of the pits. And into the pit lane. In fact, let's watch the full pit stop from the outside. Fingers crossed. We're still up against Hamilton. Hamilton is... I think gonna...
Gasly.
Oh, look, it's us. Did we just stop to avoid Bottas? Okay, so Bottas has undercutted the hell out of Zhou and Hamilton. So here we go. I mean, oh god, right. Fuel.
Save fuel and follow data.
All right. Bottas is in front of Bottas. Right, so this is going to confuse us. So now Bottas is in third place. Zhou's in fourth place. Now the good thing about Zhou is if he can keep fighting with Hamilton, it's going to keep him out of Bottas's way. So let's see if we can keep up this fight and maybe give Bottas a bit of wiggle room. And if Zhou gets... If Zhou can get ahead of Hamilton again, as he has done many times, then we can maybe ask him to just hold Hamilton back a little bit, see how that works. Here he goes, overtaking to turn 1. Now let's... Oh, wrong driver, wrong driver. Hold cars behind.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
That's it, just hold him up. Let's give ourselves a little bit of breathing room for Bottas, and then we can speed things up again. How's that looking? Oh, sorry. Let's go back to interval. 1.7 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay, this is working well. Zhou Morale deserves podium. He does deserve a podium. You're right, Zhou is feeling a bit glum, but then so is Bottas' race engineer. He's feeling a bit blue for no apparent reason. There's a crash. There's a crash. There's a safety car. There's a safety car.
Safety car.
Can't pit. We've just pit. So we're just going to have to keep ploughing on. Let's drop all of this down.
That's a crash. Multiple cars, I think.
Multiple cars. Here we go.
Now just focus on the Haas.
Who's caused it? Oh my goodness.
Big smash.
Who was that?
They'll have felt that.
That's a big one.
And that was a bitter blow for the team.
Okay, I'm trying to conserve, harvest. Okay. We just need to be ready to turn all these off again when the race restarts.
Save fuel. Copy.
Right, unfortunately, the gap we built to Bottas is all going to close up. Let's have a little look at the track map. And safety car hasn't even left the pits yet. He's waiting for Verstappen to come round. Here we go. Okay, let's watch the train.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Okay, that's fine. We will change that when the safety car comes in. We'll keep an eye on safety car. Doing another lap. This is my first safety car in this game, apart from the thing I did at Frontier. Okay, what are you guys saying? When safety car is over, defend with Zhou, deploy Bottas.
We've had a crash.
We've had another crash.
Let's take a look at the replay.
We're under a safety car.
There we have the Alpine. A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
Well, safety car will be in this lap. Okay, woo, okay. So where are we? Okay, so we need to go down the back straight, and then I think we need to be ready to deploy. When do you think he's going to go? I think he's going to go out of this corner. So we're just gonna. Okay. Overtake. Push. Attack. Attack. Push. Overtake. Seems like we're off. I felt it go. Well, not yet. Okay, but we will be. Back marker in there. And we're away. Hamilton not had the best of restarts. This has been good. Let's just make it happen. Let's get these back to normal. Okay, now in terms of strategy, we kind of want Joe ahead of Bottas now, but it doesn't really matter. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to back Joe up just yet because, to be honest, we've got better pace at the moment than Mercedes. Let's wait till the Mercedes catches us up in a few laps and then we'll see where we are. I don't think Joe is still in backup. We turned that off. Yeah, we turned it off. No, Joe's not backing up. We turned it off when the safety car came out. So let's just pull away from Hamilton, see if we can get ourselves a little gap. Try not to rinse our tyres too hard. And see where we are in a few laps. In fact, Hamilton's fighting with Sainz. And Sainz is ahead of Hamilton. Now Sainz might be the person we need to worry about. Because that Ferrari is a lot faster than that Mercedes. The Mercedes we can fight with. We fought with the Mercedes every single race so far. But the Ferrari, I think we've only fought with once. Let's bring these down a bit.
Gears enabled.
Let's bring these down a bit as well. Got to have some fuel to play with. Let's have a quick look at how we're doing on... Oh, yeah, we've given ourselves a nice little extra sliver of tyre.
Copy.
Joe needs some clean air. I mean, you say that, but Joe, he's... what he loses in a bit of tyre wear, he'll gain in fuel. And we're still very much on the back of Leclerc. I'm going to tell Joe not to fight. I think he needs to... as long as he doesn't fall back, as long as he and stays with Bottas, I think this could be our fastest way forward. Go softs at the end, you're now saying. Risky. Should we may be able to make it work for Bottas? I did say we'd keep it in mind. Joe, I think, let's not go too far off track. And splitting the strategies will... We don't want to mess this up too much. Let's also remember what we're aiming for. We're trying to get one driver higher than 7th. I think we can manage that. Famous last words. Softs will overheat. Don't think it's a good move. Softs are risky. Softs might overheat. See, yeah, a lot of people are hungry for softs, but wise heads are in the chat. And you haven't really let me down before. Chat, you are the strategy meisters. Bottas looks faster, doesn't he? I'm wondering if we should let him go. I mean, Joe looks faster. Joe is behind. Okay, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to see if I can let Bottas just let Joe through. And see what Joe can do. Yeah, Joe is already making some headway. Just going to turn that off again. What is happening here? Pit window in one lap. That's not true. What's going on? What is this? Is it? Oh, no, yeah, I guess it is. The pit window in one lap. The pit window begins here. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought I was going mad. It's showtime. Absolutely right, it's showtime. Just entered the pit window. Thank you, Chan. Chan, of course, bit of low morale at the moment. We are catching Verstappen. How are we catching Verstappen? What is the tyre situation? I guess we're on softer tyres, but nonetheless, we are in an alpha. These cars ahead of us are not pulling away. Maybe because they're fighting so much, but maybe it is showtime. Maybe we need to see what happens if we just, whoops, deploy. Hamilton is gone. He's behind Sainz and Perez now. What are we doing, Joe? What are we doing? We are fighting with Verstappen. Both of our cars ahead of championship leader Sainz. Look at this, Mr. Joe. Let's push on fuel. Bottas, you may as well push on fuel for a little bit. What's the tyre situation like? This is beautiful for us. Yep, still doing okay on tyre wear. And we're getting this extra fuel saving by just being in the wake of the Ferrari and the Red Bull. Lovely. We are fastest in Sector 3. Use that. Good point. We'll crank up the old ERS once we get back to Sector 3 again. We are motoring. Let's have a little look at our last laps. Yeah, we are comparable. Bottas just doing a personal best. Several cars in a crash again. Okay, this could be Bottas definitely in the pit window. Zhou a little bit early for a pit window, but we... Ooh. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. If there's a safety car, we're definitely pitting Bottas. We're going to have to pit them both, aren't we? Oh, Bottas is going to suffer so... Okay, hang on. Hang on, wait, hear me out. Definitely pit Bottas. Zhou, if we double stack, we're going to screw Bottas quite badly. If we don't pit Zhou, we could conserve some tyres under the safety car and then switch to a soft final stint and push like hell. They do both need to stop again. Bot can't do one stop. I don't think we double stack. All right, tell you what, it's a poll. It's a poll. If safety car double stack, question mark. And if we don't double stack, we're leaving Zhou out. Possibly stretching him out to softs. So I personally, I think I don't want to double stack because I think it will screw us out of a very strong position right now. And we need to maybe work with Zhou to maybe slip him onto softs or something. Okay, quite strongly on the nose. Yeah, we don't want to make a mistake, do we? Okay, we're going with no. Okay, so we'll... Yeah, 500 of you have voted and it's a no. Okay, let's see if there even is a safety car. There is a safety car. Okay. Let's just wind this down a bit. First things first, conserve. Conserve all this stuff. Let's just bring us back. Now, who are we bringing in? We're bringing in Bottas. And we're bringing in Bottas for the medium tyres. 2 seconds to Perez. Double stack. Hamilton dead.
Safety car.
I know some of you want to double stack, but we had a vote. Let's see what happened.
Closer look. Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
Hamilton did it. Hamilton hit Sainz. Hamilton hit the championship leader. That's our main rival hitting our championship leader. We're all under safety car conditions here. There's the safety car, that yellow thing. So Zhou is staying out. Yeah, the two cars ahead of us are staying out as well, so... Bottas is in. Hamilton is in. Hamilton is not out. Hamilton is still going. Gasly in the pit. Norris is in the pit. So we still have to be wary of Hamilton. Magnussen in the pit. Ocon in the pits. Ricciardo stays out. And we have turned up in 7th place. Let's wind it forward a little bit.
Overtake available.
Copy that.
I know overtake's available, but we're in a safety car, Chan. All right, Lewis is down to 12th. This is our big opportunity to score points over Mercedes. Russell's got himself up to 6th, but let's just wind that down a sec. Okay, so Russell might not have to stop again. He's probably going to... Yeah, Russell might stretch it to the end. So we've got to be wary of him. We're going to be much faster than him, though, after the safety car. Don't want to pit Joe now. Maybe we did want to pit Joe there. We're going to stretch. We're going to stretch to softs. Okay, that's the only thing we got left to us.
Okay, well.
He would have fallen behind the train.
In this lap.
Safety car is going to be in this lap, so we're just going to go back to Joe Vision. Safety car's gone. Let's prepare ourselves. Okay. I guess we'll just see. I guess we're just going to see what we get to do with Joe. Keep your eye on Bottas as well. He's in 7th. And Leclerc goes. Yeah, maybe we don't need to attack with these. Let's have a look how we're doing behind. Let's stretch these out a little bit. But we can attack on fuel. Bottas. We should have loads in the tank, so let's keep pushing with Bottas for now. Okay. Keep your eyes on Joe. Let's see if Bottas can get his way past Russell, who we may be... So all of these people ahead of us, we are fighting for position. They're not going to stop again. Should have pitted Joe on the second safety car lap. I think we would have lost. I think we would have lost out hard to the train anyway. Better just wait it out, see if we can build a gap. Let's go back here. All right, we're going to ignore that for now. Yeah, we're going to take Joe 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 more laps, depending on how he goes. You can go back to normal. Come on, Bottas. No DRS just yet, of course. Go for soft. Joe ERS careful. Yep, we sorted that out. Still working on the working fuel hard. Joe is doing fine. So Joe, 25 second. He'll still go to the back. Really got to get this out. Yeah, you're right. We should have stopped on the second. We should have double stacked or something, shouldn't we? He's going to be so pissed at us. He's had such a good race. We can't stretch this out. We can't stretch this out. No chance in hell. We can get to lap 50 maybe, but not 57. Yeah, we Ferrari'd it.
One run wide there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted.
Not that wide, is it though, Crofty?
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too.
Okay, Zhou-wise, we're already past our pit stop time. We're just going to have to push for softs and then have like an insane final stint. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Go for softs. It's all we got left. How's Bottas's tyres doing? Great. He's fine. He's having the time of his life.
No more overtake.
Forgot about that.
Mode charge.
Copy.
And Russell did pit again. I don't think these guys are going to pit again, though. Softs are still... well, we can actually... we can have a little look what softs are going to be like. Update, strategy A. Do I not have the softs in? Do I not? How about that, eh? Let's bin that one off. It's all we got. It's all we got left. Push with Joe. Hold cars behind Bottas. I'm still trying to forge forward with Bottas, though. I'm trying to, like, get 5th. Which will turn into 4th when Joe pits. You know what I mean? We still got to get... Bottas fuel's fine. Bottas got 3.5 laps of fuel. This is good. Green is good. Bottas can win the race. Interval, please. Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, if these two hit each other, we're quids in. There's every chance they will hit each other. Everyone else has been hitting each other today. Okay, what else is happening? This, we can go back to normal. Your tyres are going to overheat with Bottas. Let's have a little check. Yeah, they are getting a bit hot, aren't they? Okay, let's drop them down to aggressive. Yeah, it was a shame that second safety car appeared in like both of our pit windows. If it appeared in one of our pit windows, then that would have been... Well, not really both of our pit windows, but like almost both of our pit windows. Bottas is apparently 0 seconds behind Alonso, and so it is. How far can we push this? I'm just going to check leader times. So we're ahead of Russell. I mean, that's a start. I'm just going to get...
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Don't need to see that just now. I'm just going to get... I'm getting a pen. I'm getting a pen and I'm going to push it up to the screen and I'm going to try and work out how far Joe can go. Oh, God. What if I do that? I mean, look. That's not the right button. Look, Joe's got this gap to Perez. He's built up a 3.5 second gap. He's pushing on fuel. Fuel is fine because he's got all this slipstream from the cars ahead. So, we can't stretch this. We can't stretch this, can we? Can we? Can we? We can't. Or can we? We can't. Unless... He's still pulling away from... The thing... Okay, so the thing... Okay. Pole. Stretch. So... Okay, so this is... this. I'm polling you. But, like, bear in mind, we can still pit him if it all goes breasts up. Okay, still... Well, we're not going to pit this lap, are we? So you got... People want to stretch. People want to stretch. People in the chat, if you really don't think he needs to stretch, then you need to convince the other people about that. I've slowed it down to 1 times speed. How are we doing here, Joe? I mean, his pace versus Perez behind is fine. DRS disabled. There's been another incident. Multiple cars. Multiple cars, guys. Here we go. Safety car. End the poll. End the poll. It's moot. I think we could do softs. I think we do softs, right? Softs. Screw it. These ones. These are the best ones. 88. 88. Yeah. Pit this lap. Everybody else can just chill out for a sec. It's yeah, you're not pitting. We've already sorted you out. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter if you conserve. Did I miss the replay? Did the replay thing appear? Who's hit? Who's Gasly's been involved in the crash? Who else was out? Was it Vettel?
Push hard now. Copy.
We need more left and coast.
Oh, good.
Okay, there's 4 laps to go.
We need to get
Speed up a bit.
Last.
Joe can still... wait. Joe can still stretch. So let's pause. You make a good point. Use safety car to stretch. So hang on. I'm going to say pit Joe is the question mark. Right? Pit Joe is the question mark. Is the question I'm asking you. Bearing in mind... No, look at that. That's terrible. Don't say yes. I mean, don't say no. We got to pit. I'm taking it down to 1 speed, but... Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, pit. Box. You're right, because everyone else will be right behind him and he'll be eaten alive. I think we're going to come out about here when we pit. So we're still on to pit. Okay, cool. Here we come. We're in the pits now.
Confirm.
And here's where we wait and see how we come. So I think these are the people we're fighting. Oh, there's a real train here that we don't want to miss all of it. Hurry up! Oh my god, just faster. Did you see how slow that guy was? I need to fire him. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, we missed a bunch of that train, didn't we? Thank you. ERS fully charged. 7 laps to go. We're on soft tyres. Disaster.
Overtake available.
Yep.
Copy.
They're just saying our thing's fully charged. Safety car going strong. We're just going to let it go round again. Whew. Guys, we got handed a lifeline. Let's see what we can do with it. All the cars ahead have much older tyres. Let's just conserve. Goodness me. Safety cars in this lap.
Yeah, copy. Last one.
Okay. I'll wait till we get near the end of this straight and then we'll turn up the beans. Wait for it. Safety car is making his way downtown. Okay. Time for the beans. Every last bean needed. Take those beans. We'll take those beans. We'll take those beans. Okay, we're fully loaded with beans. And I think we're off. Okay, we're sticking with the Red Bulls for a minute. Meanwhile, Joe's got a little bit of catching up to do. Let's see how these soft tyres go. Let's not cream them, though. Well, we could cream them a bit. They're just going to get a bit too hot. We're in the money. Okay, we're up to 9th position with Joe. Keep going. Once again, we're fighting with Hamilton. I don't think Hamilton's going to have as much to fight with as he used to.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
How's your tyre temps doing? Bottas, so far, so okay. Bottas P3. When did that happen? I missed that. Sorry, guys, I missed that. I should have hit the overtake. I was too busy fiddling with things. Fastest lap for Bottas. As Joe comes down the inside of Ricardo, he's made up 3 places already.
Good overtake, Sean.
Okay, he's got a little bit of a gap to Norris, so let's have a look at old Bottas.
Position gained for Alfa Romeo.
We saw that. We don't need to watch that replay. Bottas having a real crack now at Verstappen. He's got fresher, softer tyres. Don't need these tyre things anymore. Let's have a look at sectors. Boom. I don't think we're going to get second, but we could get this podium, guys. Don't screw it up. Meanwhile, over at Joe, he's made his way up to Norris. Oh, for goodness sake.
No overtaking.
Copy.
ERS, I spotted it just before I saw you say it. Right, come on, Joe. Joe. Show me what you're made of. No, Joe will be fine. Joe will be fine. Look, it's already back up to like half charge. ERS has been pretty fine around here, actually. Okay, going back to intervals. There we go. Round the outside of Norris. Up to 6th position. Alonso is next, and he's right there as we come down the back straight. Here we go. Here we go. Round the outside. Tyres, doing fine. Fuel, doing fine. ERS, could be better. Hey up, Tomo. Just cracking out a classic Alfa Romeo winning strategy. It's been fine, smooth sailing. We didn't completely ruin pit stops or anything. Right, I don't think we're going to get this second place with Bottas, guys, although I still hold out hope these two are going to hit each other. 2 laps to go after this, and we've got Perez starting to breathe down our necks again now that DRS is open. Ah! Push Joe again. Let's check out Joe's tyre temperatures. He's doing all right. How are we? Let's go back to Joe Cam. He's in the wiggly stuff, so I'd say attack. Keep an eye on his tyres. Don't make him go too fast. Just over 1.5 laps to go. Bottas seems okay. I don't want to say we're going to get a podium. But just over a lap to go. Meanwhile, in Joe corner, bit of a way to go to Perez, actually. Although it'd be quite nice if he came up behind him and started hassling him. Tyre temps are fine. Tyre temps are, let's say, fine. Final
Last
lap. Joe, I think, fine. Let's focus on Bottas. Let's just micromanage every step of this. Bottas ERS deploy, I will do when I get to this bit. When I get to the straight bit. Here we go. And let's go. I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to be all right. Down the back straight we go. Into the wiggly stuff. Let's do a little bit of harvesting through here. Harvesty, harvesty, harvesty. I don't think we're going to harvest through here. In fact, I think that harvest bar is pretty full. Wait to deploy.
Copy.
Here we go again. Bottas cam.
You can use overtake.
All good.
Deploying, deploying, deploying. Okay. Don't think we're going to make any places from here. I think this is third place for old Valtteri Bottas. And look at Joe coming home fifth. We didn't mess this up completely.
Over the line.
Well done, chat. You saved this. You saved us from...
Mode end.
Well, you saved it from yourselves.
Almost a line.
You kept Bottas out. You thought about the safety car risk ahead. 3 safety cars in one race.
Drive off.
Perfect pitting. Well done. And that, with Mercedes coming 8th and 12th, that's going to bring us right back into the game. Achievement unlocked, settling in.
What a
Could mean
phenomenal
anything.
job Valtteri Bottas did today.
And chat, let's enjoy this moment. Let's look at some trees. Yep, this is what we want to see.
Imagine how chuffed
Look at
they
them
will be.
on the podium.
The podium is a real feat, and it's been accomplished in style.
Well done. Okay. Max looks miserable, doesn't he? I think that's his moustache, but...
And this man certainly isn't finished with F1, proving he still has plenty to fight for in this sport.
And he wouldn't have done it without you, chat. Okay. I mean... You know, I'm going to let this play out for... There we go. Because, you know, how often are we going to see this? Good lord, that was tricky. I was worried. We were on our toes the whole race there.
A really great finish there for Alfa Romeo.
While we're enjoying this, do you guys want to do a second race? Clock on, do one more race. I'll try and keep it pacey. Let me know.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the construction standings.
Have we moved up to third place?
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round on the shores of the Mediterranean.
One more
with
race.
some heated competition to
Yes,
look
yes.
forward to in
One more.
Spain.
Yep. Okay, cool. Right, we should be able to build our new front wings anyway, and our floors actually might be close to being ready. Did we? We got fastest lap of the race as well. That's worth about 100 grand. Drivers' Championship, 7 points clear of Hamilton. Joe's up into the top 10. Constructors in the top 3, tied with Mercedes. It's all kicking off. Guys, it's all happening. After Imola, we are back in the game. Development points all round. Kubica was also there. Should we put Kubica in FP1 at Spain? Should we do it for... Should we do it in... I'm going to say yes, we're going to do it, and you can tell me whose car we can put him in, but not just yet. Okay, so the drivers did so well that we had to pay them a lot of money. But look at all this. Qualifying position streak. Boom. 900 grand. Fastest lap. Boom. Reach Q3. Boom. We got everything we said we'd do. We did. And that's $4.5 million worth of sponsor bonuses. Mwah. And we've built our new suspension parts. Get rid of Kubica. We did aim at Piastri, but he wasn't biting. I kept offering him money, and he was like, don't need your money. Let's have a quick read of our emails. Okay, so we built the suspension. That's fine. That was just a bit of spare suspension in case we broke it. We were one of the few people who didn't crash in Miami. Blah, 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 blah. We're exceeding expectations. Fantastic race. Confidence in you as a leader. It's some really small print. It says confidence in chat for their strategy. You might not be able to see it. Lovely. We've gained the high-speed cornering of car 1 should be better compared to the grid. Nice. Adaptability has could be improved on Guan Yu Zhou. Accurate. I mean, I guess he's all right. Okay, so he's not as good in changeable weather conditions. Cool. Okay, that's what that means. What else we got? It says something's unread. Oh, that. Okay. Okay. Fine. Continue. Okay, we've completed the underfloor. Now we need to just make these things. So let's go to car part development. Let's manufacture. We've got front wing. We've got a new front wing. We want to make 2 of these bad boys. I want to see how many slots it takes. So the first car part will take 3 days. Second, okay, that's fine. It'll take 6 days to do both of those. We want those because those are shit hot. We can't do the floor yet while we're building those. But we can start designing stuff. What do we need? Let's have a look at the rank. Oh, this is tricky to judge. So, why I say it's tricky to judge? Because the new front wing and the new underfloor will improve all of these areas. We've just built some suspension. Okay. It's not really going to help us much in areas that we're not already improving on. Maybe a nice new rear wing? Yeah, drag reduction. Do you think we should do chassis? Okay, hang on, what we got? So we've done a front wing, we've done underfloor. So essentially we've got 4 things. 4 things fits a pole. So I just ask you what we're going to do. What to research? While you're picking, I'm going to have a little flick through the things. Just adding these options in. Rear wing, side pods, suspension. Look at the next GP coming up and the shape of them. Okay, so all I need to do is pick one of those. We're not going to be ready for that. So we're going to be thinking about Canada, Britain, Austria. So Canada loves acceleration, low speed, medium speed. Britain loves high speed and low speed. Austria loves high speed. So all those things in common are... Well, it's a mixed bag. High speed, I think, good thing to focus on. So, for example, rear wing will boost our high speed. It'll boost our DRS, which I think would be good and maybe help us a little bit in those battles. Hello, nude sheep. Greetings to Norway. Use MOA and wind tunnel. Yeah, that's true. Research. Let's do how many hours we got? Let's do an hour each on these. Boop. Balanced research focus. How many engineers we got? 2 engineers on the chassis. I'm kind of blagging this a little bit. Underfloor is definitely going to be important next year. Stick an hour on that right now. I think our high speed performance is where we're suffering, so let's stick on that. Yeah, That's going to cost us some money, but it's going to pay dividends. Okay. Okay, so what I've done by accident is used up all our slots somehow. So perfect. But next time we're going to get a rear wing. Okay. Okay, these are our those are our spare chassis, not any new chassis. We only had one chassis per driver. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Jan. Yes, Bottas's engine is a bit crap, so we're gonna need to. We might use it for might use it for FP1, FP2, and then switch it over. You want to replace Kubica? Well, we don't have another driver at the moment, but we can scout out someone. Who do we think? Available. Well, we're not getting those two, are we? Sargent, Porsche, Drogovic. Overall rating. So after F1, outside of F1, it goes Piastri, who's not that interested. Nick de Vries, Hulkenberg, Teo. Lots of Teo love. Let's scout a bit of Teo then. Or we can propose a contract. Without scouting. He's got... tell you what, I'm going to scout. I'm going to scout this guy. And I'm going to scout, I think a few people said Sargent. Yeah, a lot of people say Sargent, so I'm going to scout those two. And then we'll come back to that. It's fine. We're in no hurry. Teo is an Alfa Romeo Academy driver. We're going to be fine. Here we go. And we've manufactured our first new front wing. Yep, race preview, run manufacture, go to car setup, and we're going to stick the front wing onto Bottas's car or Zhou's car. Hang on, when is the... Hang on, I might not have to choose this. I'm just going to go calendar. When's our next... Okay, so they're both done. Okay, where's the cars? Where is our car parts thing? Where are our bits? Okay, we have two of these. Right, fine. One on that car. Sorry, I was just losing my damn mind. Install on car 2. Cool. New front wings on both cars. It's fine. I was just going a bit crazy. I think everything's fine. I think we get to go on to the next race weekend now. Important email. Race preparation. Yeah, let's have a look. Chassis is fine. Nothing is broken. We got new suspension, powertrain. The engine is terrible, but ERS is down to 65%. Gearbox down to 67%. So I'm gonna let him run this engine in FP1 FP2, basically Friday, and then I'll change it for the Saturday. Car 2, the engine is 83%. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. I have new designs. Yeah, I'm manufacturing something. Okay. Here we go. So, our incentives. We want 1 driver in Q3. I think that's easily done. We want 2 drivers in the top 10. I think that's easily-ish done. We want 2 drivers. We want to start a streak of 2 drivers in the top 12 for the next 4 races. And we need to continue our streak of having 1 driver finish in the top 10 for the next 2 races. What are we going to guarantee for these guys? How am I going to... Right, hang on. Firstly, once again, reach Q2. 2 drivers. I think we just need to just say that, don't we? Easily. Okay, number of drivers. How do we want to do this? I'm going to say top 6, and I'm going to ask you 1 or 2 drivers in top 6. No, that's absurd, isn't it? That is absurd. That's an absurd question. I'm not even going to ask it. Okay, I'm going to... So it's 1 driver in top 5, or 2 drivers in top 8. There we go. While you're doing that, I'm just going to get a drink. I'll be 8 seconds. Two drivers in the top 8. I will do that for you. So we'll turn this down to 8. We'll make that 2 drivers. That's worth 270 grand. Boom. Well done. Now the race. Well, I'm not going to say fastest lap. We got it last time somehow, but that's because we had Joe on low fuel on soft tires in the end of the race. Charles Delatre, you missed Miami. Oh my goodness, we were on the edge of our seats. All of us, all 910 of us. Anyway, that's it. That's our performance targets. That's our thing. Off we go.
Formula One has cranked up the heat.
Blah, blah, blah. Crofty's got some stuff to say. Okay, we could have some rain in the race. It's 2 days out, so might not happen, but here we go. Right, I said I was going to say Kubica is going to take over one of the cars. Whose car is Kubica going to take over? Just for FP1, and you're going to have to remind me to change it back. Otherwise, we could be in for a time. What's our compound? 8 soft tire compounds, 3 medium compound, 2 hards. Most of you going for Bottas at the moment. I'm going to give you 10 more seconds on that. Yeah, I think this is a hell of a stream. Let's hope we can do something with Spain. I'm not. Hopefully, our new front wing will do us some good. But that lot of medium high-speed corners around here. Okay, we're going for Bottas. Kubica is in for Bottas. Let's see what he can do for our setup work. Simulate practice 1. Off we go. Well, Kubica could be good for feedback. Okay, guys, just going to say this now. Before we get to FP3, and we'll know when we get to FP3 because there'll be an animation, because when Saturday begins, Crofty will start speaking. That's when you in the chat start shouting, replace Bottas's engine. Okay? So when Saturday comes, that's when we give Bottas the new engine. You, chat, you tell me. Uh-huh. Good. Good to know. All right, Bottas is back in the car. That's fine. We didn't need to... car setup. Nightmare. Having a nightmare. Just a little bit of it. There we go. Okay, going to practice 2. We're definitely not as strong here, are we? Definitely not strong here, are we? 13th and 7th. Okay, you're shouting at me to replace Bottas's engine. Replace Bottas's engine. Let's make sure we do that.
Back to what is proving to be
I'm on it. 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 Engine. There we go. We've made an engine change. There's going to be a document in the steward's event note saying we changed the engine. There was no penalty. We're still on our normal supply of engines. Okay, we're feeling better about setup. That's pretty good. What are we going to do about this? That's probably closest. I'm supposed to say, please like the stream if you're enjoying it, is what I'm supposed to say. Do what you like. Although if you do like it, do let me know, and hopefully we can keep going with these and maybe finish the season out. Okay. Engine is changed. Should we double check that? Yep. Brand new engine. Old engine on his, but it's still a good engine. Practice 3. Simulate practice 3. Off we go. Adjusting my chair. It's going to be a harder one. We're going to have to definitely make sure Joe can get into quali 3, aren't we? We're really going to have to work on him. But they're getting there. They're getting there with the confidence on the setup. Well, now your braking stability's out. What do you want me to... We'll wind in your camber a little bit. Oh, your braking is too stable. So let's... and then traction. Let's just... There we go. That's it. You're on the button. Right. Start qualifying. Off we go. Bearing in mind, we've got rain on Sunday, and Joe is not as confident in the rain, according to his stats. Let's go.
Radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
You didn't put development points on Bottas and Joe. Okay, so we're expecting people to come out in quite a broad pattern. Are we expecting any changes in grip? No, grip remains high throughout. Track isn't rubbered in yet. Let's just send Joe out. John T, don't be naughty. Hobbs, I don't announce my... well, I did announce a stream on Twitter once. But yeah, I haven't quite figured out how to schedule these so that they so they appear, because I'm not like a cool streamer. Right, let's do our usual business. This is only FP1. Although, Lord help me, Joe is going to try me, isn't he, this weekend? So a couple of glorious weekends, and now we're going to have to work him every step of the way, aren't we? Let's see how we do. Okay, Joe is half a second off Bottas at the moment. Let's see how they do after their first runs. Okay. Here come the rest of them. Lots of them haven't come out yet. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to pause it at about 5 minutes, and you can... yeah, we're safe, aren't we? We're safe, aren't we? We're safe. If we're safe, just show confidence that we don't need to go out again. Send Joe out. You think we need to send Joe out? I think we're... I wish I could set this to the... like, just to show the hot laps. That would be useful. Safe-ish. Safe. Down to 7th. I might send Joe out again. On the same set of tyres. Just to like... just to be sure. Bottas I'm kind of okay with. Here we go. Bottas all on his own. Let's see if... personal best in Sector 1. Not personal best in Sector 2. Stays 7th. Hopefully improves a little bit. 9th. Okay. Okay. So, Schumacher on the bubble. There are engine failures in this game, Kriegsmarine. All right, Q2 is when we're going to get a little bit squeaky with Joe. He's just not as confident as Bottas.
Ready to check.
No, it wasn't a waste of a set of soft. I put him out on the old softs. I didn't use any fresh softs for Joe. Don't you worry. Just a rain check. It's going to get sunny in the middle here. So I think we need to get Joe out in this bit. But soft tyres. Let's send Joe out again. And also Bottas. Replace engine? I mean, it's a bit late to replace the engine now. We're in the middle of qualifying. And besides, they're both fine. They're both fine with engines. Here we go. First runs. Bottas had a knock-on in the way. That's not representative of Bottas's best, though he is still half a second up on his teammate. Now, we wanted Joe to come out a little bit earlier than everyone else, I think. Like we said, we wanted to get him up into this region where no one's going to be on the track. Almost. Keep him on that set of softs. Oh. Send him out now. He should have a nice open bit of track. I think Bottas is fine. I don't think we need to send Bottas out again. Let's have a look at Joe's what's-a-majigs. He's struggling to... Okay. Okay. I guess we'll see. Are there injuries? I don't think there are injuries in the game. Although maybe there are. I don't think there are, though. Okay. Show is in 6th. All we can do is... Well, no, we've got to see how it finishes. Becker. Ewan Becker. Down to 9th. I think we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. And I bet if we manage the practice sessions, we'll be fine there too. But I really cannot be asked. The streams would be 400 hours long. Okay.
Ready to check?
Looking a bit grayer, isn't it? Yeah. Cloud cover. Normal levels of rubber. Brand new set of softs. Joe can go out first. There he goes. Might as well send Bottas out too. Here we go. Avinash, we did 2 warm-up laps in Imola. We had to manually control the cars to make it happen, but we did do it. I'm not sure how helpful it was. As we watch Bottas get a little bit held up by Alonso there. Yeah, Joe's 7/10 behind Bottas at the moment. We're going to need to... Maybe we manually control Joe next time. I don't... Let's get him on a new set of softs. Don't think it's going to get much grippier. Well. Okay, Joe in the top. Okay, what we could do... I don't think the tyres are taking a while to heat up. I think we just need to get him out there. He's not confident with the car, is what someone is saying. Lucas. Send him out now. Hopefully he won't get in a bunch of traffic. See how he gets on. Yeah, tyres are getting nice and warm. That's fine. Off he goes on his own. Improve a little bit. Up to 8th. Can he stay in 8th? Wow, I think the game is. I think the game's good. I'm definitely having fun doing it with stream. I'm going to be honest. Forgot to give Bottas his second run, but I don't think he needed it, did he? Whoops. It's fine, though. Confident. Unless Russell suddenly... Joe is 10th. We tried our best. What do we got for the race? Race targets, 2 cars in the top 10. So we're really going to have to work Joe to make sure he stays in the top 10 in the race.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
Alfa Romeo managed to meet expectations during qualifying.
We did. We met expectations. Right. Okay, let's see what we got. Strategy time. Here's the thing. we're going to have to set it up as if for a dry race, but knowing that there's probably rain coming around here. So, I don't think we've seen rain during the race in this game. We saw a little bit in Miami qualifying about an hour ago. Anyway, so we're going to need to be able to have a first stint that runs us quite long. Everybody wants to start with softs for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna put the poll up, and then I'm gonna talk you through my thoughts. I was too busy thinking to actually touch things. Okay, look, some of you are saying start on softs, and what I'm trying to say is I think we need our first set of tyres to go as far as we suspect the rain is going to go. I think mediums could take us that far. Mediums we could stretch all the way to about here. So that might be a good start if we don't push them. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking A is a good strategy, but again, if we look at B, not quite as long. Hards, I think, probably a bit too far. Now, again, I don't know how rain works in this game. I don't know if this is a sort of a how big this window is and how bad the weather forecast can be. Like in real life, it could say we're due rain on like lap 26, and actually it doesn't come till lap 30. In which case, we just do what we can do. Hi, George. Nice to see you. Game's going great. We had a great race in Miami with lots of drama, highs, lows, and maybe a good result. Okay, everyone's going for strategy A. I agree. I think that's what we need to be doing. I think we need to be going to the rain and stretching it out maybe. I'm going to poll you again for Joe, but feel free to go similarly. I know we avoided the double stack next time, but we may need to double stack. This time, I think avoiding the double stack 2 races in a row may cost us. Duncan Cunningham says hard then medium. Yeah, a lot of people are really gung ho about the softs, but they're much harder to manage, and they go off pretty quickly. And Joe actually has no new softs left. He's used, I think, every single soft tyre he's got. John T says, split the strategy, 1 medium, 1 hard. People are... Well, A is winning, but C has a chance to catch up, so I'll give it a few seconds more. C to improve morale, says Alex. James Bormger says medium, hard, medium. Possibly. Again, if it doesn't rain, we're going to have to adjust things on the fly here. Joe says he might lose. Yeah, this is a good point. Joe might lose ground on the hard if he's struggling with the car, so maybe we do need to keep him up there. So ending the thing, 44% say plan A, so we're starting with plan A. Both cars on the mediums. That's fine by me. Oh yeah, and we're gonna just tell them to just do everything. Just push the car like hell. There we go. Fuel's fine. Normal fuel. Last time we messed with fuel, we had a serious a serious drama. I think we all remember Imola.
They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. One of the oldest races on the Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix.
Okay.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
I suspect. Okay, we're looking out for Hamilton. He's our he's fought us every single race this season. Yeah, you can manage staff. You can manage everyone you hire. Joe is keep an eye on Joe. He's hanging on in there, fighting with Alonso. Up to 9th, down to 10th.
We are in P6.
And Hamilton's grabbed us. So,
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
don't need to watch that. We saw it. Let's see what Bottas can do from here.
Good job.
Now, we had loads of fuel left over last time, but we did have 3 safety car periods and were saving a lot of... Yeah, we know we've dropped to P10. We're going to have to manage this. There's old Hamilton on the inside. Got to be wary of him. He might just cut across us.
Good job.
You know old Hamilton. Okay, moving up to 2 times speed. Let's get this trucker moving. Bearing in mind it's 10:30 where I am. Yeah, DNFs occur, safety cars occur, breakdowns occur. Here we go. Here we go. Slipstream ahoy. Let's not use all our DRS though, eh? Let's balance this out a little bit. Now we can't go too aggressive on the tyres because we are hoping to stretch them out. We want to like make sure we can push through this in case the rain comes late. I cannot manage the hiring process of the specific mechanic that takes the right rear tyre off. Our front right tyre changey person on Joe, I think, is a little bit slow, and we were watching them with horror last time. All right, let's see if we can catch up on Prix. See what our slipstream speed's like there. We're going to have DRS from this lap onwards. Okay, let's have a... Okay, we're dropping Hamilton a little bit. What's Joe up to? He's up to 9th again. He's left Alonso behind. He's hassling Gasly, so that's good. Joe's found some race pace. Oh yeah, that is true. You can manage the training of the pit stop crew, which we did do a bit of last time. Any updates on the rain? Still seems to have stayed the same. All right, Joe's getting a little fighty. Let's see if he deploys some DRS. I'm going to set him onto overtake, see if he can make some moves. And not this time. Oh, maybe this time, actually. Maybe this time as he comes down the inside of Gasly. Getting a bit like Crofty here, not knowing who's who.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
And now fighting over Russell. Okay. Joe has come alive. Maybe struggled on the 1 lap pace, but actually in the race doing pretty well. Let's have a little catch up with Bottas, see how he's doing. In a bit of a train here, actually. Verstappen is strangely... not Verstappen, Leclerc is holding everyone back. Joe now ahead of Russell, moving up towards Hamilton.
Looks like that was a position gained.
Yeah, let's have a look at it. We missed it. Let's have a little
Replay. Now let's watch
classic
this.
DRS down the main straight. It's a long straight in Spain. Kind of forget how long it is in Spain because so many other tracks have joined in the last 10 or so, 10, 20 years with a big long straight, but it used to be
Just incredible.
outrageous. Yeah, let's push the engine a little bit. Bottas is okay, we have to keep an eye on Bottas' fuel, won't we? Sector 3, safety car. I mean, there's no point stopping at all, is there? There's no... Hello?
You can take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
This is us.
And that's an off. And a big off.
Okay, hang on. Let me just pause for a sec.
And the team had such high hopes.
Yeah, we all had such high hopes. Is he out? Is he out? Is he still going? Conserve, harvest. He's out. He is out. That is a real shame. That is a real shame because he was doing so well.
I think there's been a lock-up.
And that was a new front wing.
Let's take a look at the replay. Watch
That-
this. There's
We
the
just
play.
built that front wing.
They've locked up, but
That
could
front
have
wing, I
been
started
touched.
designing the basically the first 10 minutes I opened that game. That's how long this front wing's been in the making, and it's in the
They'll
wall.
be questioning just what happened out there.
Anyway, is that Leclerc who had a bit of a whoopsie doodle? It certainly was. He's right down to 15th. Well, we get to concentrate on just the one car.
Overtake available.
Yep. Oh,
Copy.
that's fine. We'll just have to keep an eye out when the safety car comes in again. And see if we can hassle Perez. See if we can get another podium. But that's not going to be good, seeing as the two Mercedes are right behind us and we really are in a bit of a battle with them. And I think the safety car is going to come in this lap, I assume.
Safety car will be in this lap.
All right.
Copy.
We need to think about... Okay, this is going to be good at stretching out this stint to help with the rain, if the rain comes late. So just bring it forward a little bit, and I think we're going to push... Safety car's still right there. I mean, I imagine Sainz is eager to, like, hoof it. Oh, I went over to Joe to turn him up, and he's dead. All right, off we go. Oh, Sainz a bit sleepy on the restart there. Loki, let's double stack. I've only. At least we don't have to worry about double stacking this time. Oh, man. Oh, went a bit wide there. Right, so here we go. We're focusing just on one car. This is our first retire. Well, technically Joe retired in Imola, but he ran out of fuel on the last lap. This is the first race we're going to have to just focus on one car, as Perez ahead of us went a bit wide there, but we didn't take advantage. DRS still disabled, of course. There's a tab that shows you better details on the weather report. Is there better details than this, Nikita? Is that right, or are you talking to someone else? Oh, we're really fighting Perez at the moment, aren't we? This front wing is great. Let's hope we don't crush it into the wall. Let's a little bit hot, aren't they? They're getting a little bit hot. Oh, actually, turn this down. Track in the strategy stream. Okay, I'll just put that down there for a minute so I don't do... Okay, track in the strategy screen. Track. Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Thank you very much. What do we got here? So, track grip expected to come down as the water comes up. So what is this? Lap 24. It's going to start to rain. Work rubber's going to be washed away. Thank you. That's useful. Engine, gearbox, fuel load. Lovely. Okay. Well, lap 24 is exactly where our median pit stop window is. So, could be onto a winner here. Watch the tyres. Yep, I've turned it down a little bit. Let's hope that weather forecast is well, as the clouds are definitely coming over the track now. It's getting awfully dark. 14 more laps till the rain is due to come, apparently. Perez is holding us up a little bit, I would say. And around we go. And around we go and into the podium position. Let's push that fuel again now that I'm paying attention.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
Now, will we move away from Perez and towards Verstappen, or will we start to get into a little back and forth with Perez? This is good. Look, we're making a couple of positions on Hamilton because... Right, I can afford to look away for a minute. Where are we? Yeah, so we're live. We're 12 points ahead of Hamilton. But we do slip behind Mercedes again because obviously they've got 2 cars in the top 10 and we only have 1. As we get the fastest lap of the race, but Perez nearly takes us back. And now we're in some clean air. We need to turn down that. As we're using a little bit too much fuel. I keep looking over at Joe's bit of the screen and like wanting to check on him, and there's nothing to check. Nikita says you can improve the weather center to make sure the stats have better detail. That's useful to know. Yeah, I haven't really put any money into any of the facility yet because it's really expensive. But now that we've started making money by meeting our targets. Oh, you know what? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. We're not going to get 2 drivers in the top 10, are we? That's gone. Qualifying, 2 drivers in the top 8. That's gone. Whew. And that's cost us 67 grand. Fuel. Yep. Yep. It's fine. Yeah, it's my first season Titan. We've been working our way through slowly but surely. I'm doing 2 races per stream. It's going well. I was thinking of doing one in the afternoon tomorrow because I'm doing something in the evening. So maybe catch some of the, as we lose a position, maybe catch a slightly different audience. We'll see how well that goes. Tony Fire. Yes, I saw it, Crofty. I saw it with my eyes. Lap 14. Well, lap 13. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can count. Okay, it's weird looking at one car. It's like, I'm like, okay, we've got Bottas sorted. Let's have a look at. I can't cope. I can't cope. I think this is grieving. I think I'm in like the denial stage. As we take that place back from Perez, back into a podium place. What are the odds that we can actually manage this?
Like
massage Bottas into a podium place. We've done it before with Hamilton. We've had a lot of back and forth with Hamilton before, like taking, retaking, losing a position, taking it back again. A Red Bull, though? It's funny that Perez is having a bit of an off day. Are we sure it's going to rain? Says John T. We are somewhat sure. That's what the forecast says. All this game really needs is that weather map with the sort of clouds moving across as we lose position. I think we're going to go back and forth each lap on this with Perez. We'll see.
Red Bull gained a place.
Alexander says the default weather center is 60% accurate, so that's good to know. I mean, this Alpha. I started with Alpha because I wanted to bring them to glory, but we've really been having a good start to the season. I'm a bit concerned that other teams will have better facilities and be able to upgrade faster than us. So we'll see. And yes, Mael, we are saving fuel for every lap that we're behind Perez, and we can use that to push on later laps. Which, next time once we get to about here, maybe I'll start pushing on fuel and working our way towards the next overtake. As we're on lap 16, 8 laps apparently till the rain comes in, but I can see the sun is peeking through the clouds. Let's push him a little bit. Turn the engine up. Maybe. I'm not going to. Now, some people were saying we haven't been using the ERS enough. I'm skeptical about that, but I'm going to just do it. I'm going to put him onto overtake mode, see how we. I'm skeptical we can use it to keep ourselves ahead.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
George says Mercedes became the 9th fastest team on his save in the 2nd season. A real fall from grace. I mean, they already had a fall from grace going into 2021. How much grace could they lose? Apparently quite a lot. But good to know you're having an insight into 2023, what to expect from Mercedes next season. Have I ever used ERS in defense mode? I have. I've tended to kind of accidentally wreck myself. Here we go, as we lose a position again. Now, am I spotting a pattern? Are we in the lead for 1 lap and then are we in 3rd for 1 lap and in 4th for 2 laps? That seems to be the pattern we're in. Mateusz says, the trick is to overtake on DRS without ERS and then full deploy attack fuel right after, so you build a second. Well, let's give it a go. Although I've just been rinsing through my fuel. Thank you, everybody. I'm like, I look down at my fuel and I look up and see everyone is shouting fuel. Yes, thank you. I see it now. As we, yeah, see now I've used all my fuel up, so I'm gonna just push it again.
Alfa Romeo just
See if we can build up a little of a gap. I don't think we can. I think the Red Bull's just too fast. I don't think we can get that second out. But we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. 6 tenths, 8 tenths. Maybe we can. Oh, it's come back down again. It's come back down again. But we are good through this bit. Oh my goodness. Not quite out of DRS range. And we're out.
Or overtake.
Oh, good.
We are out of DRS range. Okay. Okay, I can see that his fuel is below target, but we're just going to keep pushing a little bit more, see if we can keep this gap above a second. And then I'm going to wind it back down again. It's gone down to 1 times again. We're on lap 20. Don't forget rain is expected in 4 laps. It seems to be moving away from us a little bit. Okay. 1.3 seconds. Okay. Let's bring this down again. How are we doing on tyres?
Tyres to last.
Thank you, John T. Yeah, we might need to stretch these tyres out if the rain takes a little while to come in. But we're up to 1.4 seconds above Perez. He might reel us ill again, but we can't keep pushing forever. It's going to wreck us as we enter our pit window. But our pit window is quite long. I think we can go up as far as maybe lap 29. Hopefully it won't come to that. Got to keep our eyes on the rain. This may be what we need to look at. Again, we haven't really had to pay attention to rain before. So, yeah, let's just keep our eyes on these little spots on the camera. I think are oil from following cars. That's not rain just yet. Hamilton's in the pits. Hamilton's in the pits. Alonso's in the pits. Tsunoda's in the pits. They're not thinking about the rain. If the rain does come, it's going to give us a huge advantage over them. %85 chance of rain in the next few laps. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 laps time. There's 85% chance of rain. So we're going to really have to keep our eyes on it. Put your pace on standard to reach lap 29. Yeah, okay, we're ahead of Perez by 2 seconds as we take the lead as everyone pits. The rain has started. Okay, the rain is starting to fall. The question is, do we need to switch to inters now?
Okay, Valtteri, you can go to mode charge.
Understood.
Okay, no one's done the gamble yet, so we will be the first to switch to inters. You're going to go for it? Yeah. I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing yes. Okay. Track is getting damp. Intermediate tyres. Yeah, overwrite the strategy. Now we just got to hope he doesn't make a mistake on the way in.
We will box this lap.
Okay, box.
Yeah, don't be a Norris. That's a good point. 2.6 seconds ahead of Perez. 2.7. Okay, handle it. Handle it. I'm not asking him to push because it's treacherous out there. Here we go. Will everyone else follow us in? Perez stays out. 2 millimeters of rain. Track rubber very low. Okay, okay. Some people are saying go wet. You think it's gonna get that wet? This is my first wet. This is my first wet race. Right, what are people doing? Yeah, people are switching to inters now. Easily past people on the dry tyres. Everybody's coming in. Here we go.
Good job, good job.
So 4mm for wets. Okay, all right. It's fine. We're still. Look at this.
That was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Already back up to second place. Make him take it easy if it goes over 3mm. Okay. Bear it in mind. Let's go up.
Position gained for Alfa Romeo.
I mean, actually, let's just go down. Let's have a look at. So we did a 34 in Sector 2. They're doing 41s, 42s. Perez did a 42. Okay, this is good. This is good. Someone, it's you chat. Which direction are you? There. Paying attention to the weather. The question is, can we hold this out? Perez is in the pits. What's the? How's this all going to shake out? Gasly's almost grabbed second place. Okay, I'm going to go down. What tyres are we all on now? Everybody's on the inters. Everybody who isn't on the inters is pitting for the inters, I'm assuming. We're 2.5 mils of rain. We're fine. This is good. We are 20 seconds ahead of Perez. We are going slower than him. Oh yeah, sorry. Neutral ERS. Let's make it happen. Yeah, thank you, RuTube. Sorry. Yeah, ERS is charged. Not that it's... Yeah. Okay. Let's have a quick look at what we're expecting from the rain. So maximum rain in the next few laps, and then... Well, looking to stay wet for the rest of the race, but... So it looks like probably inters for the whole race. If it... Okay. We don't know how long the inters last. Fuel is going down very fast considering it's neutral. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's keep our eye on Perez because he is faster than us. Not loads faster than us, but faster than us. You're saying mode push on tyres, Intersafari, long durability. I don't want to... You can sort of poke him into a mistake. George reckons you can stay into to the end. Yeah, maybe. We'll see how long they last. Let's not push him too hard. Let's not push him too hard. Let's see what we can make him do. Manage the gap, cruise to a win. Perez has caught up about a second in 2-3 laps, maybe? Yeah, Perez did well, considering, yeah, he was a bit late on the inters. If he'd have stopped with us, if he'd have stopped on the same lap with us, this could have been a whole different race. So, I guess... we're approaching this race in a whole different way now. Now we're going to think like how we're sort of got to think 19 seconds back. And we've got to start thinking, do we want to do a one stop? Do we want to do a two stop? At the moment, these tyres aren't going to last to the end, but we are using them at a softer rate than it predicts. Excuse me. So you won't make it in one stop. So let's consider when we want to make the stop for inters. Okay, this is not a definitive poll, but I'm going to ask how you're feeling about the Inters. In the just to gauge general consensus on where we're all feeling about this, I think we might have to make a second stop. And if we make a second stop, we, probably should make it here or something rather than way the way over there. Check weather page again. It could get heavier with 10 laps left. Sure. So the weather, the weather is getting heavier around here. I guess this is the millimeter level, so it's never going to get this part here is where the Inters could start wearing a bit more if it gets too dry. Okay, 2/3 of you are like, 2/3 of you say we're going to need to do a second stop, so that's probably about right. Jonty says pit about lap 50. I think you could be right with that. Let's see how we're going with that. Meanwhile, tyres are doing okay. Engine's doing fine. We're doing fine. How are we going to mess this up somehow? Nick J. Bravo says, pit when Checo does. That is a good strategy. If we cover Checo, we should be fine. I think... Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I was going to look up the total pit stop time, but it seems to have no idea. Pit lane time, 19 seconds. So, anyway, I was going to say, I think if the gaps remain the same by the time we pit, we'll probably wind up about where Gasly is. It's probably just behind Gasly. Push for a 20-second gap and pit, says Chiemsborgama. Click on a tyre, then it tells you the estimated time. Is that right? Oh, you're right. Oh, Inters don't they? Oh, I see. So about 22 seconds we're looking at. Thank you. Just cover Perez. Just cover Perez. Yep, good. Yeah, we'll cover Perez. Guys, are we really fighting for a win? Are we going from fighting for a podium to fighting for a win? I mean, we're halfway through this race already. We don't have to manage it too hard. We just have to trust in Bottas, as we all do. We've got plenty of fuel in hand, but we don't need to push the car. Keep this engine alive. Yeah, Larry Chan could have been a Bottas Zhou 1-2. Yeah, good. I mean, we would have done the same thing with Zhou. And considering how the rest of the field reacted to the rain, I think we could have, even with stacking, been a very solid 1-2 right now. Yeah, now Perez, the gap to Perez is growing again, so... Don't even need to think about too much right now. Leading the race is what you guys deserve after all the hard work you put in over the last 3 streams. But it is quite hard to think about, what buttons I need to press. I just need to leave him to it, right? I'm going to have a little... that's not the right thing. I need to press this thing. How are we actually doing versus everyone? Is anyone going faster than us? Actually, I'm going to go back to last lap. So we're doing a 1:28.2. Sainz is going faster than us. Verstappen. That's it. I mean, these... Okay, they're all sort of starting to pick up pace a little bit now, so... Ooh. Okay, so if Verstappen and Leclerc and Sainz start thinking about overtaking Perez, then that's who we've got to watch. But apart from that, leave him alone. He knows what he's doing. Sainz and Verstappen will have to stop way earlier. Is that why? Why? Why, Jonty? I mean, I'm just going to cover them all off. Anyway. You can go into strategy, set the pace. That will show you different ways for each pace level. Well, we may as well do that, considering... Look at this. I can't even edit this. That's a good point. So it's going to be a struggle to get this to the end anyway. Even if we go as tiptoey as possible. So yeah. We'll lead the way on this. We still don't need to push. Sainz, Verstappen and Leclerc and Russell actually are all... No, not Russell. No, just Sainz is going faster than us. And Perez. And Leclerc. I like how I start a sentence saying one thing and I get immediately proved wrong before I've even finished my sentence. So I have to kind of adapt mid-sentence. Times are getting better. We're doing 127s now. We were doing 128 earlier. The rain has dropped to, or the water levels have dropped to just 1.5 millimeters. Need to... Tyres are fine. I'm going to keep it up. Let's have a look at these tyre temperatures as we go around the wiggly bits and see if they ever get up to the red. Otherwise, I don't think we have to worry. Rainfall's getting lower. Again, I don't think we're ever going to need to change... Oh, something happened in Sector 3. Oh, fine. Rainfall still dropping.
Lock up on the track. Let's see what happened there. Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon. That lockup could have cost them dearly.
Lockups are weird. They always come to a complete stop.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
We're down into the 126.5s. The pace of the track is picking up again. To be expected. I mean, I think we looked at this. Rain's going to come down. It's going to pick up a little bit more. This is adapted, actually. This has changed. But we're still expecting some more rainfall in the last 15 laps of the race. Again, we're nursing these tyres lovely. We're not pushing them hard at all. Sainz is still 1 second a lap faster than you. Let's have a little look. Yeah. 8 tenths there. But, I mean... Yeah, Sainz is about to overtake Perez, isn't he? Let's have a little look at this. So Sainz is our new, I think, threat. Because I think he's going to make short work of Perez. And then we need to just keep an eye on how he's doing. Because if he's... He hasn't overtaken him yet. But if he does... Yeah, he slowed down a bit because he's... Oh my God, that was risky. Okay, good. They're fighting with each other. That's good. But what I was going to say is if he does manage to overtake Perez and then start making his way towards us, we just need to have a little think about how fast he's coming towards us. There are still 26 laps to go. Start pushing the tyres now. How are we doing for temps? No DRS, nope. Okay, he's a bit stuck behind Perez at the moment. But they are both moving towards me ever so slightly. And if we look over here, yeah, I mean, I'm nowhere near really the fastest person on the track. I'm fast, but I'm not blazing it. Even though they're fighting, we're not gaining. Yeah. I don't think we necessarily need to be scared into pushing too hard at this point. I don't want to force Bottas into an error. Rain's picking up. You're right. We're back into the late 127s. We're going to be in the 128 soon. We're rising up this hump now. Yeah, we're up to this level, and it's going to go up to possibly the highest level it's been. Possibly, what's that? Going to be about 3 mil? 2.8? Meanwhile, Sainz still stuck behind. I want to check in on Bottas, but I don't really know what to say to him. Look at him. He's having the time of his life. One stop, save tyres, push fuel. I think. I just... No. I mean, I think we just cover off Perez and Sainz. And I'll use the fuel a little bit when we're getting into our pit stop window. Use more ERS on the straights. I could fiddle with that. Let's have a little look at Sainz for the moment. Yeah, he's not. Maybe now. No, not making headway on Perez yet. But again, they're not really falling back from me. But they're not gaining that quickly either, so we're still okay. John T, if they stretch, you can take it easy with the new tyres in the heavier rain. If they don't, you have a gap. That's true. That is true. I'd really like to have a 22-second gap on them, to be honest. Check others' tyre health. Okay. Yeah, Sainz down to 59. We're on 60. We did have 1 or 2 more laps than everyone else though on our intermediate tyres, so that will account for some of it. So yeah, we're sort of like at the low end. And Sainz, I think, struggling just because he's been stuck behind Perez for so long. Actually, considering Sainz apparently has done 2 stops. Sainz, one of the ones that pitted early. Let's have a little look at the old tyre history. Sainz stopped for mediums, then stopped, I think, 1 lap later for Inters, and still is in 3rd place. That's pretty impressive, all things considered. No wonder he's the championship leader as he goes around. And actually, while we're here, in the Drivers' Championship, that puts us well clear of Lewis Hamilton. In the Constructors, 20 points ahead of Mercedes, even though we've only got one of us in here. Russell 8th, Hamilton 9th currently. This is the kind of stuff we need. Whew. And there's 20 laps to go. And Sainz is still stuck behind him. But again, they're only 16 seconds behind now. I say only, but they're edging into that pit window. We are... Again, I mean, some of this we've got to blame on the AI a little bit and not being on the ball with the rain, not watching their forecasts, but I'm willing to take it. I'm willing to take it. We could have an absolute nightmare in Monaco. As we come around, we've just done a bit of lapping as well, so that probably cost us a bit of time. Maybe wait for increased rain and check times for stopping, says John T. So the rain plateauing out about 2 mils at the moment, and it's gonna pick up again at around lap 50. Lap 50 is kind of where we expect to stop. Verstappen is 6 seconds behind this. Okay, they're closing in a little bit faster than they were before. We're doing 127s. Okay, so they're about 3/10 a lap faster than us. 3/10. We'll check in on that as they cross the line. half a second faster than us. You think the AI... Octave thinks the AI are not going to do a two-stop. Use the pencil to check the tyres. I can do that. Oh! Oh! As Science goes around the outside. Science... Wow, Science and Verstappen are a lot closer than I thought they were. Verstappen has really reeled him in the last couple of races. Okay. You're stopping on lap 50. Why not push now? The only reason I'm not pushing is I don't want to, like... Pushing puts some stress on the driver, and they're more likely to make a mistake. So that's my slight worry. Let's have a little look at Bottas. Happy as a lamb. Meanwhile, we are stretching these tyres. We're now approaching the time when the rain's about to pick up. I'm considering... I'm considering turning this down to light and seeing how far he goes. What do you think about that? Yeah? Light is good. Light, yes. Light. No one's pitting just yet. The gap will melt. Do it. Check tyre life of Science, Jonty says. Science is around the same as me. You think they're going to pit again? I'm low on fuel. I'm not low on fuel. I'm high on fuel. AI will pit at 40% for sure. Okay, okay. Well, we'll stay chill. We got time. I'm going to just... Gap is disappearing. Let's not spam the chat with millions of emoji. Hey, we've seen no sexy ladies this time. No bots in the chat. The only bot I'm interested in is the one leading the race right now. Use the pencil. Well, I'm using the... Okay. Using the pencil. I'm going to see... Hang on, I'm going to wave my... I'm putting the pencil here. And the pencil tells me we're going to... Well, I mean, the tyres can go to the end. Especially if we hang on, I'll show you. So the pencil test told me that white line will go to about here, which is a bit less than ideal, but we can work it. We're up to 2.6 mils again, so the lap times have dropped to late 27s. So I say stretch it out. 13 laps to go. They're not catching a second a lap. And if they pit, we pit with them. Meanwhile, Sainz still stuck behind Perez. ERS on the straights, light tyres. Okay, I'll ERS on the straights. I mean, I'm a bit late for this straight, but I'll see if I can eke out a bit more of a gap with the ERS. No one pitting just yet. And now we wait. And still they stay out. Science is now down to 39% on tyres. I'm going to do a lap of light for Bottas, just see how fast this comes down. If it comes down too fast, I'll put him back up again. And just spend a bit more ERS on Bottas as well, which is kind of ruining my sample of going light on tyres. People aren't pitting yet. This is getting tense, isn't it? I mean, ERS is doing fine, isn't it? Just... We'll do... Yeah, well, there we go. With a full lap of deploy, and it's doing kind of fine. And they're still not pitting. Yeah, we're pulling out a little bit, aren't we? That's good. But we're going to have to go back into harvest mode. I'll keep it... There we go. Just charge it back up again. Okay. What's the tyre wear? They're down to... well, Perez has got a few more percent on her. Sainz is the same as me, pretty much. He's a little bit worse off. So maybe they're going to try and eke it out. Bit tense here. Bit tense to know whether or not to eke these tyres out. We're getting to that kind of crunchy point now, must say. I don't think... they just don't want to stop again, do they? They just not very keen. How are we doing? We're down in the 128s. We are... it's the slowest of the top 13. Sainz up to a 126.8. Although he has dropped back. Okay, we're down to 13 again. I'm going to deploy a bit more ERS in a bit. You're carrying too much fuel. Okay, I'll turn the engine up a little bit. Just for you. I don't have that much of a gap. See, pitting now is going to chuck me right in here-ish. Maybe here. Yeah, here. And still we go. This is where the tension kicks in. Now we're... but they're all going to be in the same kind of boat. We're all going to be in the same kind of boat. 7.5 laps to go. 7.5 laps to go. Let's go back to Bottas cab. He's holding this as they very, very slowly reel us in. I feel like we've committed to staying out now. This is all we got. I don't think they're coming in. I'm light on tyres. I might go to conserve for a couple of laps and then just work this ERS magic. Crash on the track. Who is it? Who do we think it is? It's not obvious on the map. Who is it?
We've just had a crash on the track.
Leclerc.
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Yep.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved. That was a big crash.
That's going to cost him. Okay, and that's all been cleared up. Okay, so Bottas is getting worried about tyres, but pencil test. I'm getting the pencil out. Here we go. Using the last few laps.
That's 6 laps to go.
About there. Not. No, hang on. Well, maybe a bit higher. Maybe there. Okay, just to distract us from the horror of that, let's have a little look at how Leclerc's doing in the drivers after that. Oh, it still thinks he's getting 10 points, so maybe we have to wait. Okay, we're still on 11.5 seconds about, so we can chill out. We're chilling. We're chilling on the tyres. We're using as much fuel as we can. We're just gonna have to keep it cool. I believe in us. Oh, we're not going to go at 1 time speed though, are we? Just over 5 laps to go. Another yellow flag. Okay, just the yellow flag. Nothing
Sounds
too
like
serious.
someone's locked up.
Just a Gasly lockup.
Here's the replay. Now look at this.
ERS?
Pierre
Okay.
Gasly.
Yeah, good point.
Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
Oh, nearly in the wall, Gasly. Okay, I'll start using more ERS. Don't you worry, guys. I'm on it. I'll use it coming up through the what's it. Have a bit of that. Whee! More. Oh, God. Okay, they're within 10 seconds of us. They're within 10 seconds of us. We're doing fine. We're doing fine, actually. We are doing fine. We're doing fine. Everybody, we're doing fine. This is a confusing map because we're going to have... We're on lap 61. Okay, so we're actually going to here, right? 60... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to here, I think. This is the beginning of lap 66, so we're going to the end of lap 66. If I'm not wrong. So, all right. Nonetheless, this pace is fine. Our tyres are down to 23%. Our temperatures are... Wow, our inside tyres, our right-hand tyres are fine. Sainz is still stuck behind Perez. The sun is out. The track is drying up. Our tyres are knackered. We've got an 8-second gap behind us. Check tyre wear. Tyre wear is 22% for us. For other people, Sainz is having a worse time than us. We've just got to hold on for a lap and a half. 1.5 laps to go. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. We tell Bottas to chill out.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Don't even need to look at it. Let's try and enjoy this in one at normal speed.
Last lap.
Last lap. He's got 21% left on his tyres. As we go around turn 1, we can enjoy this. It's suddenly got a lot darker. It's picking up with rain. We don't care about that. We can just concentrate on Bottas. Bottas got a 3rd place in Miami. He came here. We read the strategy. We switched into inters at the ideal point. We had a 20-second gap to Perez. And he hasn't been able to peg us in to closer than 6 seconds. We stretch these tyres out. I mean, goodness sake, look at them. We could get the first, well, if you don't go back to like the 1950s, Alfa Romeo win here. So we're in the final sector. Don't muck it up, Bottas. I see you wiggling. Sadly, we have lost show. I think if we had show, it could have been a 1-2. Final corner. Here we go. Valtteri Bottas somehow wins the Spanish Grand Prix. What have we
What a
done?
brilliant win
What
there
have we
from
done?
Valtteri Bottas.
And fastest lap. We should have checked the fastest lap thing. And the fastest lap, which we got when it was still dry. Unbelievable. How did we get fastest lap? And well done to you, team. This night has been a night of celebrations. 2 trophies for the cabinet. 26 points in the bag. You are the man. Enjoy it. And now we just watch everyone take it back. Top step. Alfa Romeo are back, baby.
From the Alfa Romeo driver.
2021, Bottas has got a win before Hamilton. He made the ultimate team swap.
This podium is a brilliant reward for everyone's hard work over the weekend.
Well done, random people, to whom it may concern. Yes, chat. Lift that trophy. Brilliant camera angle.
And that really was breathtaking from the Alfa Romeo driver. If you're going to place in the top 3, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that is the way to do it. And Carlos Sainz must be pretty miffed at coming third. I think he spent over half the race stuck behind Perez.
See all 3 drivers clearly relishing their moments on the podium.
That is a face of relishing if ever I saw one.
A good outcome for Alfa Romeo today. The team
This is
must
you
be very
guys.
pleased with
This
this
is you.
performance.
This is you celebrating. It's your hard work.
Team runs like a well-oiled machine. Everything was
That was a weird race for us, though. We didn't really have to touch too much, did we?
That's
We
right,
just
so
had to
they
sit there and
finished the
sweat.
race weekend in 3rd place in the constructor standings.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit.
All right,
of
so
Monaco.
next stream is going to be
Make yourself
Monaco. I
for one of
might
the most
have a
legendary
go tomorrow
rounds.
afternoon, maybe. Well, we'll see. Ba-da. Drivers. Solidly 5th place right now. Best of the rest behind the Ferraris and the Red Bulls. How are we doing this with our new front wings? Zhou's still in the top 10. And now we've got 16 points over Alfa Romeo. Even Kubica got some experience. All 3 of us got to contribute to this weekend. The only thing we lost out on was this qualifying bonus. What could Zhou have done, eh? What could Zhou have done? Okay. What does this mean? Missing car parts. Oh, yeah. We don't have a front wing anymore. All right, well, we'll deal with that next time. Okay, that's fine. Brilliant. Brilliant, guys. Well done. You should be very happy with yourselves. I love this a lot. Going to call it there. Another 2 in the bag. We'll try and do 2 more next time. Possibly tomorrow, but if it's tomorrow, it won't be in the evening because I'm doing something else. I'm doing something else every evening for the next few evenings now. So if we're going to do streaming, it's going to have to be a sort of an afternoon thing. Afternoon my time. Don't know where you guys live. There's quite a few of you. But yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Set the wing build now or you'll forget. I won't forget. There's a big exclamation mark over it. It's fine. Yeah, thank you guys. That was great. I'm going to call it there. Maybe see you at the next one. And if you like it, like the video, I guess. Apparently that's good for engagement. I've only been a YouTuber for like 5 years. God. 4 and a bit years. And I'm pretty sure likes are helpful. So thank you. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time. I'm gonna try and stop this stream.